All right, what time is it? 9:19. Live on Twitch. Perfect timing. All right, where are you at, Jodab?
Yep. Okay.
Did you find the image?
Oh, no. Wait,
It's a
maybe.
gridded picture of Silver Springs. You're gonna find it in the regular Dark Sun chat
Oh,
right there.
hey, open original. Got it.
And you just want to slap that onto this
Here
picture
I
on this
am.
token on the table right here.
Rock you like a hurricane. Come on, come on. Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane.
Perfect. Yeah. All right.
Here I am.
Oh, we're gonna need to shrink down a lot. That's a lot of grid.
That line
Yeah,
is so dark.
Resize the grid.
There's no resizing
Resize the grid already. Come on.
You want me to make a whole new image just to resize the grid? It's a big town. You need to be pretty small to be in it.
Just make the grid fit. A bacon cafe.
You could even be bigger than that. Filling the square, you'd be like that big, right?
Where is all our character figurines? Where'd they go?
The other map.
Did we move them off the? They're here.
They should be on the sides of the table,
Move them
or
off on the green table here.
yeah, a whole pile of them there.
Oh,
there we go. Why'd you panic, man? Did you even look first before you got upset about it?
didn't think to look on your side of the table. That's all.
Whoa! You calling me a thief?
I was just looking on my side of the table.
I put them there. I set you up.
Almost got you. Go quick on that.
All right, so you guys arrive in Silver Springs. The Silverhand Elf tribe controls the Oasis.
Run. Okay, I had to start my coffee. I'm good.
Haven't we been here before?
Before we get into the town, I'd like to talk inside of my closed caravan with Sia, with Roro.
Yo.
So.
That's Mori. Where are you?
The man with many names. He's got 17 aliases.
Ramona's secret veiled alliance.
Oh yeah, I tell you, I think we should disguise our true nature. We're getting in a silver in the town of elves.
Yeah,
I'm gonna use one of my tattoos to change my appearance into an elf. Maybe you should do the same.
One of these guys. You serious? Look at them.
It's better than being robbed or attacked.
Attacked?
Plus, you know what they are. If you're an elf, they might sell you things at a better price.
Are you the right type of elf, though?
There's only one type of elf in this world.
Clan. Like what was your skin tone like?
So I'll use my one of my tattoos to disguise self, and I become Grimoire the Elf. And even my equipment change. I look like a desert hermit.
I'm gonna begrudgingly do it because it's an okay choice. I'm gonna cast spell list if it would load my character sheet. Alter self. No, disguise self. My bad. I too am gonna make myself an elf. On a self.
Does this model load? This one I just pulled out of this bag here?
Why does Grimoire look so different now? I just realized. Again, a new model?
He is He's a dirty elf. He's a race trader.
Yeah, we could see it, Ninja.
You can see this one here? Alright. I wonder if there's a good model I can use in here.
I'm trying to make it like desert camo.
Alright, so as you approach the town, you're immediately met by the guards that sort of watch the perimeter. And they're going to tell you the price. I think we covered that a little bit last week about the cost of water here, and you said you were all fine with paying it. It was one silver per person, 2 silver per animal, and you can stay at the what passes for an inn here in Silver Springs. More of a campsite, really, but it's better than being out in the desert. You get a tent, you get a bedroll, you get the Silver Spring.
Wonder where their water comes from.
The lake next to them.
Oh, you can sort of see it. It's right there. The oasis.
Is there like an underground well that pours up into it?
An aquifer, yeah.
Coffee's
Okay,
done.
Will.
Coffee's done?
Coffee.
I got coffee.
Okay.
Hello, guard.
The elves are going to inspect each of you as you enter, eyeing you to make sure you don't look too dangerous. They see a mole that looks like a gladiator, formidable.
I put a smile on, like a friendly smile.
They see Orin, looking roguish, not too threatening outwardly. You see Grimorn in disguise, doesn't look like an elf or a half-elf. Or no, wait, you look like an elf, but not like a half-elf or a human or anything.
No, I'm an elf, and I look like an hermit.
Okay, so you look like an elven hermit. And, Soul, what's your disguise look like?
I'm an elf as well.
Alright. You go
What
full
is a
elf,
hermit?
your ears get even
Surrounded.
longer.
That's the only change.
Yeah, that's all that changed. Whoop.
I see Taurus, he's enormous.
Over the enormous.
I say, we'll charge 2 silver for him as well. He counts as an animal.
That is obligatorily racist.
Well,
Looks like an
thank
animal,
you.
too.
I do pride myself in my size. He called
Who's gonna
me, he
take
likes
that?
me.
Oh, I
He
was
called
gonna
me
tell
an
my mom
animal.
that's an insult.
Yeah, I mean,
Why
they
would
can
they insult?
basically own you as an animal.
No one ever owns me. No, not once, not never. I'd never be a slave.
Can't say the same for us.
How many times? 3?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, one of those times was by pretend, right? That wasn't real. That doesn't count.
Okay, we are in Silver Spring, and
Not me, not once, not never.
we can do a little bit of shopping, but we also have to find some clue to take us to find the scroll that we're looking for.
Ah, yes, you're here to do business. Well, you're welcome in Silver Springs, traveler. You can do all your business in the town square. We have many shops and provisions that you will need on your travels, I'm sure.
Thank you for your hospitality and inviting us into your town.
Oh, Will's in.
Are
Yeah.
you... Is there any places that you recommend for adventurers to go to?
Oh, you have to go to the inn.
Ah,
Which
classy.
one's the inn?
Visitors who are admitted into the stone walls will receive access to a small pond of bad tasting water. The elves maintain a small market inside the compound. You get a tent and a fireplace and the attention of the elven market. The elves will gather, hawking their wares at triple the normal price.
When I turn the corner here, I guess maybe like I see the water.
So the campsite they provide is right here. So you guys can make camp here on the edge of the Silver Spring, have your mounts take a drink, get your water skins all filled up and everything. So
I see the water.
This is your spot right here.
I go, ooh, it's another oasis, and I want to run towards it. Can I run towards it?
Sure. I mean, if you're paying silver, if your silver is good, then you have access. This place is like a little resort.
And I run and I jump in.
All right.
Whoosh.
I'm gonna look around, investigate the. Oh wait, the springs.
Yay!
Before the water starts to change the whole film on top with us bathing in it, I want to go ahead and go maybe around this side and grab a gulp.
Why'd you have to move?
Yellow and brown mound starts floating.
All right. Just don't pee in the pool. People drink out of this.
Oh,
Someone's definitely peeing.
okay. Hold on. And I swim back out and I go, where
Right
do I
next to
pee
it.
at?
Right.
Where do I go?
Somewhere else in the bushes.
Yeah.
Oh, then I run over here.
He's 5 feet from the water's edge.
Mm.
I found the closest tree over here, and I start peeing.
All right.
Maybe I should go number 2 as well. I go to the other side of the tree. I just go ahead and take a squat.
All right. After you came into town, one of the elves that you met at the front gate, if I can pick him up, he follows you some of the way, but then he goes into this big building here. Like when you get here, he takes a right and he goes to the entrance to this building and he goes in here.
All done. And I use my bonus action to activate my ring. I go, hey, Oren, watch this! And I jump all the way into the center of the pool. Big splash.
I'm gonna go to the clothing store.
Drip.
Quite impressive.
Mhm.
I am going to take this time to just kind of soak in the water as much as I can and languish in this opulence.
Oh yeah, this is a sizable pool of water. It's not real tasty because there's been some people bathing in it, but
Right.
it's water and
It's good to me.
it's a lot of water for Dark Sun.
Right.
I pull a big swig of it and I start like spitting a fountain at Oren, trying to play with him.
All right, I'm game.
I'm gonna go
Well, they're
refill
gonna-
our barrel and then I'm gonna purify the water.
While they're doing that buffoonery, I want to search for a magic item shop or something. So,
I'll say that this is the clothing store.
Hey,
searching for
Grimorn, if you see that magic item that I told you about last week, I would want to buy it at elf cost.
Exactly. And then like as I'm walking away, thanks, takes off disguise.
I'm swimming.
How many kanks do you
Right
guys
now I'm
have?
kind of distracted.
I got 2.
So Grimorn has 2. Oren got 1. Morg got 1.
I paid 3 silver, 1 for myself and 2 for the king.
I am just drinking all the king juice.
Sure.
Wait,
I don't have
Morgan's
kink.
Everybody
Aegis of
gets a
Asticles provided 1 kank to each of you. Not to Taurus because
Wow.
he can't ride one. He's too big.
Okay.
But I got to drink all the king juice.
Grimorn already had 1, so he says he has 2
You
now.
only want me for my king juice.
Aegis also provided a pack kank, so here's 1 more. That's your pack kank. Is that correct? You've got 5 of them here drinking. I think that's right.
I don't know if our buddy ringside, if but you received 1, but I don't know if he took it.
Nah, he wouldn't, because he's got his Terrax that he
No.
flies around on.
Well, we should.
We
see
got
that his
we
Sterex
got the
is
kink,
slowly
but we would
shrinking.
have just. We got a kink, but he would be following one of you guys.
I already had one, and I got that one, so I got two with me. Pulling my cart. It's a little bigger. Like there's a tent on top of it, pretty much. And I have a stove inside.
There's quite a lot of vegetation around here. You guys wanna? Are we staying in town at all, or are we just stopping for a little bit?
Did we come here for something?
It's a
We're
stopover.
looking for-
It's a town.
Mm.
It's a shop.
Well, we were
I
trying to go into some ruins a few days away from here.
Not too
We
far.
don't
I
think
swim
that the,
towards Orin.
Yeah, we don't think that the Silver Springs has anything to do actually with the
The Sonic Wave.
Sonic Wave. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think of.
It's on the way though.
I
They
um
might,
I
they might
tell
know
Orin,
something.
watch how long I can hold my breath.
I mean, we can go around and ask maybe some of the inhabitants of this town. Maybe they know something about the Sonic Wave. Are elves known for their psionics?
Not especially now.
I'm just gonna go ask one of the townspeople if they know anybody in town that has psionics. The way. Does any of the people here know the way?
Do you know the way?
I restrained myself from saying that, but yes.
I stay underwater for 6 minutes before I come back up.
All right.
That's kind of a long time. I get a little concerned.
Big boy.
You all right there?
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah,
I could go a little bit longer.
I tap him on the shoulder, like I dive down for him, like not opening my eyes or anything, but trying to find him.
Do I need to roll anything to find information about Sonic people in the town?
Well, you'd have to go talk to somebody in particular. So right here, well, you're not really here. Over here, there's the innkeeper that runs this this little campsite. Here where you're at, there are various elves that are going about their business. Some are coming, some are going. They're bringing resources, whatever scraps of wood they could gather from the surrounding area, small animals that they've hunted. Maybe some are gathering herbs or going out to gather herbs. So various workers, laborers coming and going. You see a few people around. If you'd like to talk to one of these, you could. There's also shops here in town where there's merchants in each of these buildings that has a variety of different goods on sale.
Yeah, I'm in the clothing store.
While I'm underwater, I went to like grab something, like grab the bottom and see if I see anything. I open my eyes underwater while I'm down there.
All right, you're swimming
Wasn't-
around in the water.
wasn't-
It's pretty murky. You can't see very far.
I rolled a 17 investigation.
All
Oh,
right.
have some
Negative
deep
2.
paradise.
You roll a 17 investigation,
Well,
and
I'm sorry, 15.
a 15 investigation, and you think you see a giant monster lurking right behind you. Oh my god, it's about to get you! Ah!
I try to wrestle with it.
All right, you wrestle with it. It turns out to just be a fallen tree, with its old branches broken.
Oh. Oh. I continue to swim underneath the water.
All
I
right.
just look for anything shiny.
After moving the tree underwater, it's incredibly murky. You can barely see.
Okay.
Oh, you got worms that entered the dig.
The fish swim up your pee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got parasites, man.
Oh, that was almost an 18. Ooh, it's 12. I'll just keep searching.
Yeah, you swim around.
I'll just keep trying. Tell me when I can do my next one.
I'll talk to the merchant over here.
Okay.
It's a clothing store.
All right, you're looking for the clothing store. I'll look at my list here. So, we got item shops, and you go into the clothing store, and the elf behind the counter, he sees you come in, and you're dressed as what? What's your disguise?
I'm an hermit.
An hermit. So you're you don't look like you have much money. I'm gonna roll an insight though. He rolls a 19, and he hears the jingle of your coins. And he says, "How can I help you? It seems you're in need of some better clothing. Elven clothing is the best in the land. Quite cool and comfortable in the desert heat. You should buy something. Lighten your burden of those coins I hear clinking at your waist."
I don't need anything too good looking, but I need something to make me living in the wild, in the desert. I need something to help me with the sun and the nights. Harsh weather.
Harsh weather. Well, he has a cloak, although it'll only help you against sand and cold. Won't help against the heat. For the heat, you mostly need shade. Shade and water. There is this, and he shows you a cotton monk's outfit, 305 ceramic pieces, but it's he's charging 92 to most people, but you look like an elf. You look like you're in need, so he'll give you the fair price for the monk's outfit of 305 ceramic pieces.
I ask him, do you take gold by any chance?
They will only take silver and gold here.
Only silver? Well, I have gold.
He'll tell you if you need to exchange coins, you'll have to do that at the main building, and they'll charge you a 30% fee.
What if I give you directly 7 gold and I take the 2 pieces?
Let's see, 7 gold. That would be like 70 ceramic pieces. No wait,
700.
70 silver.
But he needs 300. He needs 625. Copper piece.
Well, that would be 3 gold, wouldn't it? 305 ceramic pieces.
6, well, that would be 6 gold. 625. I'd like to take the cloak and the monk suit.
Okay.
Are you buying it at like the exorbitant price?
No, that's the copper piece.
You said 625, and you're paying 7 gold.
Yeah, so I don't have to change. Like I don't have to pay the exchange into silver.
So you'd get what, 7 silver change?
There's no exchange rate pay for the gold into silver.
Oh, for the gold? Okay, so
Only if you're doing ceramic and other things.
Oh,
Right.
I'll pay him 6.
Gold has value, silver has value to the elves. The ceramic coins only have value in cities.
Okay, but I do have 25 silver, and I'll give him 6 and 25 silver.
Ah, great, great. He appreciates the business, and he thinks it'll look marvelous on you. Look at this monk's outfit, so light and breezy. In the heat, this kind of silk, it's made from a particular kind of psionic beetle, which, unfortunately, they all died recently, so this might be the last off the production line for a good long while. But you'll appreciate it in the heat of the day. And look at the pockets. Look how much you could fit in these 2 pockets on either side.
So that's the additional
You just lucked out. Look at you.
additional pockets to reach for items. Huh?
Yep.
Cool. And I have a bandolier already. Cool. Okay. I'll take you, sir. Is there any good place for magical items or elemental items around here?
Ah, they're scattered around. Every shop might have something. You'll have to ask. He'll tell you that he knows that the clerics have items that are blessed by the gods. He's quite proud of it. He's quite proud of elven water and wind mastery in the village here, having a large body of water. He's quite boastful about how his water cleric is one of the greatest in the land. Produces
Little does he know that I'm
some-
painting it.
some fine items. He'll tell you about this artifact he's got called the Ice Ball Prayer Beads, and he's reverent when he talks about it, and he talks about the miracles the water elementals that he's seen conjured with them, and how the priest can walk on water, and he'll talk at length at the glories of the god of water. He seems really into it.
I scratch my chin and I'm like, maybe that would be a nice sacrifice. Well, thank you, sir. I'll make sure to visit that man.
Who else is in the marketplace here? Sol, are you here in the streets? Are you looking at the shops?
Yes, I'm trying to find a place where they sell magic items.
All right, you're looking for magic items. So as you're walking along, you can see that there's like a shop that sells ranged weapons, and it doesn't seem like they have anything like magical on sale. But then you notice that they do have a display case, and it does have a sling in it. Why would they keep a sling in a display case? Maybe that's magical.
Sir, you there.
All right, the shopkeeper looks you up and down. Insight. How are you dressed?
Honestly, probably wearing fancy shit. That and my armor.
Okay, well, if your fancy shit is of good quality, like noble tier, maybe, he'll consider you
Wait, hold up. Exactly what I'm wearing: the Templar robes, normal clothes, goggles, the mask.
Templar robes are definitely like noble quality. That would count. It's more of like the priest class, but that's still pretty high up there on like the social ladder. So he'll suspect that you might have money. He rolled pretty low, so I'm just gonna say he thinks you've probably got money, and he's gonna try to sell you his stuff. So he offers you this bow, and not a bow. It's a sling, an elven sling.
What does it do?
He says that it's lucky. He says if you speak the command word, it'll glow with an internal illumination and give you a +1 luck bonus on saves for the next minute.
On saves?
Yes. It'll protect you in times of need when danger strikes and you might be harmed by something. The luck of this little sling here, even if you're not using it as a weapon, it's still quite functional, just hanging on your belt as a side weapon that'll give you a passive luck bonus. And in addition to that, look carefully at the inside of the leather. And so he folds it open, and you look in the leather, and there's like a map on the inner leather band of the sling where it would hold the stone that you would throw. He says, imagine that map and what treasures it might lead to. A mystery. That's why it costs... Well, you're an elf. I'll charge you only 30 silver for it.
How about 15?
Roll a persuasion.
Ooh. You can do that?
Persuasion check. Alright. I was not on my side of the table. 19.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you a slight discount. How about 27 silver?
26.
All right. You have yourself a deal. 26 silver it is. Don't tell anybody I gave you such a sweet deal. But remember my shop, my ranged weapon shop. Best in Silver Springs.
Yes, of course. What about these other items in the display case? Any of them special?
He shows you some bolas, a boomerang, hand crossbow. He's got a repeating hand crossbow that looks like it's a little more mechanically complex. And he also has a bladed crossbow, which has like an elven obsidian dagger sort of mounted as a bayonet on the front of it, so you could not only shoot but stab too.
None of this really seems that interesting to me, so I'll just leave.
Okay. Fair enough. Mark off your 26 silver coins. The shopkeeper smiles. Drops the coins into his pouch.
I want to examine the sling to make sure I didn't get scammed.
Now, it's a very nice, high-quality sling. It definitely has a map, although you'd need to compare it to other maps to get an idea of what exactly it's even pointing at, because you have no idea. The more you inspect it, the more you suspect maybe it's not even of elven design. It doesn't exactly look elven. It's actually a T'Chaub style. It's not made by the elves. It's also why the elves didn't know what the treasure map led to.
Interesting.
Use the Chow's name.
Can I examine the other stores? Anyone else have anything interesting?
Yeah, you continue down the street. You're going to pass an armor shop. Yeah, Grimoire joins you. You head into the armor shop. As you're moving from one shop to the other, a bunch of children come running up. All right, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
they enter
9,
tower defense mode.
10, 11,
Tower
12.
defense.
All right. As you're moving from shop to shop, you are accosted by 13 elven children who luff up. Or they run up. They're laughing and they're playing, and they're kicking a ball made of rolled leather and sort of stitched together into a soccer ball. They're kicking it around, and they approach your group, and they're going to run up to you. And the various elven children are all going to crowd around you, trying to sell you things. The first child looks to be, I don't know, 7 or 8, and she runs up to Sol and has a handful of flowers, and they're sort of bent, and some of them are missing petals, and others look a little bit old, but she holds this ratty pile of scrubby flowers up to you, and she says, "Buy a flower for your sweetheart. 1 silver."
Do they look?
No.
oh,
Sadly,
do they
I don't
look
have
starving?
sweetheart. But you know who does? I point to Grimoire, and he does. Yeah, he has a lot of money. A lot of money, too. Lots and lots of money. Isn't that right, Grimoire?
I look disgruntled. I look like a hermit. With like a nasty face.
All right.
Don't let the disguise fool you, pun intended. He is very wealthy. You should talk to him.
So, Grimorn, one of the children has clumsily snuck up behind you.
Ooh.
Yeah, I
He's
keep my
trying-
perception up.
Shenanigans.
Are you gonna hit a kid, Grimoire?
No, but I'll hit a thief.
No. Fireball.
It's like, what
Can I
are
make
you
another
doing
check,
there? And
Ninja?
You gotta
What are
learn
you
the
doing?
power of a flame
Do
today.
they look starving? The kids?
The child that you just caught sneaking up behind you does not look starving. The child looks quite fit, in fact. The child puts on a big smile and says, "Hey there, old man. Oh, you look dirty from coming in out of the desert.
Let me
Oh, and you smell too." And the child starts to back away.
And I catch on fire.
You catch on fire. All right, the child lets out a little scream and runs away.
I'm a giant ball of fire.
All right, all the children are going to back up and run away screaming.
I just want to look at Grimoire. And there are better ways we could have handled that.
I run towards the screaming
I mean, lighting yourself on fire is
and
a
I
very
go
big,
towards Grimoire.
These little bandits.
it's a
they
very
step out.
big fucking ultimatum.
So
Why are you on
unfortunately,
fire? What's going on?
so I failed my stealth, but I succeeded with a 21 on sleight of hand. So I think that kid got away with something that was in your pocket. What did you have in your pocket at the time?
I had a
Wait.
potion of healing.
Oh, your potion of healing got ganked. You might not notice right away, but that child ran off with it.
And that's cool. Everything else
Ninja,
is
did
it's in the bag of holding. So
Well, it would have to
did
be
you-
something that's literally like either on a bandolier or in a pocket where the child could
yeah,
grab it.
That would
So,
have been a potion of healing.
yeah, all right, all right.
Do you have the card for the sling?
They yanked your
Card for the
banana.
I'll get you one.
No, I'm like, these kids, these stupid, dirty elven kids, always trying to steal people.
They're stealing
Lighting yourself
people.
on
They,
fire.
they tried to tried to kidnap you.
Nah.
You'll never believe it. Worse, they tried to sell us kid stuff.
I got
I
some new
know.
clothing though. Help me with the weather.
Sugar sling.
Is that what it's called?
No.
Who's the vendor that sells that amulet?
Oh, all right. So you're looking for a shop. To get there, you'll have to go up the stairs here. There's like a there's like a hill, and you go
Shit.
higher up. There's a shop here that seems to be like an accessory and jeweler type shop.
Is that what you're looking for, so?
Jewel? Yes, I'll go there.
Morg, as you're walking along, you pass this area right here, right? And you can see how there's these green patches here. These are lush gardens, and as a bit of a druid, you're going to take notice of the lush herb gardens and the variety of herbs. And while you're there, an herbalist is going to come walking along this back path here, gathering some herbs, and see you Myron, the sweet herb garden. And it's going to come over and say, "Ho there, traveler! Do stop a moment. I sell potions and poultices, fruits and other ingredients for alchemy. Perhaps you would like to buy some of my wares. Let me show you some things that you'll marvel at. I have a potion that will help you find love. All you need to do is rub this potion on your body, and the sweet scent will attract women far and wide to you. Being a tough gladiator, I'm sure you have no trouble with the ladies, but it couldn't hurt, am I right?"
I think he's just trying to get you to rub yourself in oil and people.
Sounds very nice. But I was more interested in all the herbs themselves. Like, what do you grow here?
Well, he's going to reach down and he's going to collect like a little bamboo shoot. He takes a little cut from the bamboo shoot that he's growing there, and he'll show it to you, and he says, "This one is fire resistance. If you chew on it and you go through a fire, it'll give you a certain amount of resistance to where your skin won't burn as easily."
Oh, interesting. I have a friend who's a bit joyful when it comes to fire, so that might be useful.
And it shows you these little blue mushrooms. If you eat these, it'll take you on a magical journey.
Well, I'm already on quite the magical journey. Do you know anything about a sonic wave that passed through? Was anyone having headaches around this area? Severe headaches.
Indeed. Many people came to me suffering terrible migraines. I could do nothing for them. The usual herbs and medicines that I tried, thinking they would work, did nothing for these people. Many of them are still afflicted and don't leave their houses much. We try to take care of them as best we can, but it's like a sickness, you know? Perhaps a psionic plague or something. I don't understand it.
Well, me and my friends that are visiting town are actually trying to see what we can do about it. We're going off to ruins somewhere around. Do you know the direction of the ruins?
The ruins, you say? Do you speak of the ruins of Othend?
Yes, those ones.
Old Othend. The place is a ruin. It's occupied, though. I wouldn't call it a ruin. You know the Black Sand Raiders dwell there, right?
We've run into raiders before, but not those particular ones. Do you know anything particularly about them?
Yes, well, being neighbors and all, we know each other well, yes?
Do you know approximately how many are in their little raider gang?
Alright, he's gonna do an insight on you there on that one. Nat 20. Does it seem like you intend harm to the Black Sand Raiders by that comment?
Only if they seem hostile, you know, self-defense and all that.
Alright, so he seems a little suspicious of your motives. He says, "We have a bit of an arrangement, traveler. Beware. Don't cross the Black Sand Raiders."
Understood. Thank you for your advice. How much is it for the fire herb?
Oh, no, these aren't cheap. He says I could cut one for you. It would cost 30 silver. No, wait. He charges, you're a mole. He would charge you 90 silver, actually.
90.
Quite expensive, but think of the use. If there should be a building burning and you need to run into it and gather something or someone, you could take this and protect yourself.
How long would the resistance last if I were to chew on it?
That's a good question. Potion of fire resist. Let's see. I think it's a minute, but I could be wrong. Oh, 1 hour. Nice.
Damn,
Oh.
that's pretty cool.
Is there any special way that I must keep it, or like will it?
Oh, no,
become,
no.
wilted or anything if I?
The power, the druidic power that resides within this fruiting shoot is potent enough that it'll maintain its freshness for up to a year. You don't even have to preserve it in any way. Up to a year, it will stay fresh.
Okay, I will give you 9 gold for the fire shoot.
Ah, excellent deal. Really, this is a steal. It pains me to sell it at such a low price, but I will for you, traveler, I will.
This is great.
Alright, thank you. I will be on my way.
No, traveler, wait.
What is it?
Let me show you something special. He pulls something out. It's a flask. He says, this flask here, it's a truth serum. You said you were on a quest to uncover details about the psionics. Well, maybe there's a culprit. And if you go asking questions, you'll need a truth serum to make sure that you're getting accurate answers. This'll surely help in your investigation. Don't you want to buy my truth serum? I'd sell it to you for a steal. The low price, 30 silver coins.
Valid point. You are a great salesman indeed. So I'm sold. I'll take it.
You take it. Okay. So you have now paid him
3 more gold.
12 gold. You now possess a truth serum and a bamboo shoot of fire resistance. I can put them on note card. There's one, and there is 2. All right. He puts on a big smile, and then he lets you go.
Thank you for your business and for helpful and with all your information, sir. I'll be on my way. What is Orin doing?
So, am I done playing with Taurus in the pool?
Yeah, if you want to be.
What are these
That was
numbers?
a little wrong.
He's searching different areas.
That was by design.
He's showing his
Oh,
search
those are
numbers
the-
in 10-foot squares.
Alright, okay.
Been drinking with Taurus in the hot tub.
He's clam diving. He's improving his hold breath constitution save by practicing.
So I don't need to necessarily go shopping for anything. Also, I think I got rid of a lot of my money.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure that the water I'm drinking, I guess it's too late for me to really stop myself from the initial exposure, but one of you guys said that you were purifying the water.
Yeah, the barrel that we have that I refilled, that has clean water in it.
Okay.
That would be
is-
with our pack kink. All the kinks are near you.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay. Let's see. Let me see here. You have there's no note card with all the things that they have for sale, correct?
There's a website. I'll link it. If you didn't see the link before, you can see it now. You have to go to a tab, though. It's got a Silver Springs tab where you can see the whole item list.
Gotcha. Oh, okay.
Now, it's separated by the different buildings here. There's a shop with alchemy items, a shop with accessories. It's up the hill, up the stairs there. There's the heavy armor shop, just past the alchemist. There's a clothing shop and a ranged weapon shop down at the end of the street.
Okay.
There's a tool shop and martial weapons down at the other end of the street.
Now that I'm confident in the safety of my comrades, I'm just going to be going ahead and observing. Is there a chance that I observed the kids mauling? Was it Soul that got stolen from?
Well, after the kids were over there and they got scared off by the burst of flame, they ran down the road here, and they're probably playing in this this little plaza here, kicking their ball around. So they've been doing that for a bit. You can hear the sound of children playing nearby.
Is there a chance that I could make a perception roll and kind of listen and potentially hear that one of them stole?
If you wanna sneak up on them and listen, make a roll for it.
I'll just make a roll here. And what would that be? +8. Oh, a nat 20.
All right, so you very stealthily creep up.
That's what helping pluses.
You're like behind a lumbering cank, so you're totally hidden. Nobody can see you, but you're close enough that you can sort of overhear the children.
I hear one of them bragging to his friends about how he took something from the traveler.
Well, not exactly. So specifically, what the children are talking about is, all right. So one of the kids is bragging that he's got in good. He's got in good with the boss man, and
Boss?
he's gonna be the best, and that this is gonna prove his worth to the boss man.
Oh.
And then he's gonna be a real man. He's not gonna be a little boy like you other little boys. He's sort of like gloating to the other younger children about how he's about to accomplish something. Like he's done something, but he doesn't say exactly what he did.
Okay. That's gonna pique my interest as well. I will give a little salute to Taurus and gather my clothes and get out of the oasis. I want to try to nonchalantly, sort of in the background, just listening to him from behind. Once in a while, looking over my shoulder to see where he's at, but in a very unthreatening way. Keep tabs on this one and see if I can follow him where he goes and what he does. That's gonna be my own little pet mission here. So the kids went over into here, this area? No.
Nah, they're just playing in the plaza there, kicking a ball around.
I'm here. Okay, good. All right. I will give a stealth roll for that, and oops, try it again. Nope, try it again.
Let's see, what's your passive? Your passive is
Yeesh,
12. Ooh.
that's not good.
Hey, you noticed a guardsman that you had seen at the gate on your way in, and he's casually leaning against the wall, like he's not paying attention, but he is keeping a keen watch on Taurus and you.
Okay. It seems like that's an important place that he's guarding there. That is not any of the shops, but that's an important location. The kids are gonna keep on playing, aren't they?
Yeah. They're having a good time. They're kicking a ball around.
To the south here, like down, well, I don't know if this is south, but away from the actual town. This is a area that's not really part of it. I'm gonna go ahead and loudly tell Taurus I'm going to go leave myself a bit away with some privacy, and I'm gonna go ahead and walk my way over here and down this way. That's the last tree. This is all brush down there, isn't it?
Okay, so from the oasis, it's pretty lush and dense right near it, but when you get further out, there's only a few... There's like one tree here, and then it starts to be just bushes. And then
Time of
beyond
day?
that, dunes. I think it's early morning.
Oh, dang. Okay, well, when I go over to this tree, anybody else looking at me and following?
Well, actually, maybe it's not even early morning yet. You camped throughout the day, and then it took you like 10 hours. Was it 10 hours? It took you a few hours to get here.
Okay. Well, I will, looking over here, this is a stairs? Is that
Oh, yeah.
what I see over here?
So the biggest building in Silver Springs is this one just across from the actual spring. So
Right.
this is the most fortified building. That must be where the chieftain lives. It's got guardsmen. It's got archers. Front gate is guarded. And there's
I want to see if I can
people
just get a
inside.
peek as to, without arousing suspicion, can I get a peek either inside or there's windows, there's...
Yep, there are windows around the perimeter of the building.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and go over here, and once the guard is not looking and not around this corner, I'm going to go ahead and settle up to here, and I'm going to get a peek in there.
Okay. Well, within a certain distance, you can hear the groans of people in pain.
Really?
If you're peeking in through windows, there are people laid out in sort of like a medical area.
Oh, that's not what I expected at all. Okay. So,
Sort
It's
of a
not a
makeshift
prison.
hospital over here.
right.
These are psionicysts that are struggling with the pain, the migraines, the headaches, the crippling agony.
Ah, okay. Okay. So they're clutching their heads, and I'm able to make that conclusion maybe
Yeah.
in a similar pain that maybe I was experiencing.
Yep, you can relate. Your
I
headache
can relate.
is pretty bad too.
Okay. I feel like my curiosity is sated at least enough to go ahead and run back to here, and then come. So I come back over here, and then I make my way back over to this way.
All right.
The kid who was bragging about how he's going to impress the boss man, is he still there?
Well, some time has passed, and that kid has split off from the group. And as you are coming back this way, he's headed this way, and he's going to run past this guardsman who lets him through. And you lose sight of him at that point.
Clear. Okay. That's enough for me. I feel like before I do anything else rash, I should go ahead and consult with my comrades. So I'm going to go ahead and, well, I guess the only one that I can really talk to right now, because everybody else is kind of in a scene, is Taurus. So I will.
He's
I will work
underwater.
my way-
Blub blub
Oh.
blub blub.
He's still underwater. God dang. I'm going to patiently wait and see. Now that I was scared the first time, but not further. Once I understand what he's doing, I'll wait for him patiently, and then when he pops up next, Taurus, good man. How long are you going to continue this training of yours? Are you going to come out soon?
Jodab.
Did he step away?
He couldn't hear you because he's at the bottom of the lake digging around, and he finds
yeah.
an old boot, an old rotten boot that was cast into the pool. He found it. It's his
Oh,
his
sorry,
new
I was
treasure.
talking. I had my mic muted.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you nearly done, sir?
How long you're
Have
there?
I found anything yet?
You found an old boot.
I'm gonna roll again. Someone hit my roller.
Hasty shoe leather.
How long I send you a DM?
Oh, you did? Okay.
Soggy leather.
Yeah, I've been here before. Remember on the caravans, and they charged me way too much money for stuff.
Yeah, they do.
I know better.
Yeah, they do.
I know that. I know my money. I never, not once, not never paid that much.
But the water's
Um,
decent. It's cool
right here.
on a hot day. The sun will be coming up, getting real hot pretty soon.
I asked if he would be able to help me and support me in a moment.
Oh man, that's not good.
You find a rock. Rocks.
What'd you say?
I
What do you
said,
need me to do?
come closer.
Okay, some up.
All right.
What'd you say?
There seems to be something going on. I know not if it is nefarious, but one of the Rugrats, one of the we shouldn't call them Rugrats. What would they be called? I don't know.
Brats?
Ruffians, yeah.
Gang of elven children.
One of those children was boasting to each other that the boss will be proud of him for what he has done. It just
Oh, you gotta keep your purse on you. That's why mine's right here. I pull it out of the water. I'm like, yep.
Saki drip drip. But
I keep everything on me.
I
mean,
want
'cause
to
I'm just wearing-
reconnoiter a bit more.
loincloth.
If
Oh yeah,
I
they
should
sticky.
if I should holler, would you be above the water and ready to charge to my rescue?
The water's so nice.
I recall.
Where are we going?
I'm saying, in the
Point to it
building
on the
behind me, that large building.
This one?
No. No, sir. The one behind me, and I motion that way.
That one?
Yes.
Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?
Well, that's.
How do I ping that?
Tap.
We gonna.
Tap.
I think we might cause
Am I tapping?
trouble. Are you sure?
I don't know how to tap. But anyway.
Okay. And I tell you,
It's on the
Sounds
left
good.
side of your keyboard. It's above
get
caps
out?
lock usually.
I get out of here, out of the water, and I shake
like an animal. Yes.
like a dog.
Just
Got my my nether regions are just flapping in the wind. Helicopter. Helicopter. Okay, I'll come
all
with
right,
you.
and that's enough for me. Just have your clothes on, good man.
Oh, thank you. I'm good now. And I'll roll my stealth. I'll do it on the card.
No, you're not. I don't want you to stealth. I just want you to be ready to come to my rescue with things should fly south.
Oh, it's too late. I'm stealth. I'm gonna creep along with you.
Oh my
You just tell me
gosh.
where to stop.
Right there. Right there is wonderful.
That's too far
Actually,
away.
you know what? So,
can't-
no, right. Just the water is great right here.
Okay.
I like to
I'm
soak my gosh. Soak my toes. And now these are the Kanks right here. He's just keep watching our Kanks.
I'm just stealth. Watching the ganks.
Indeed.
All right.
Just some globs.
Innkeeper Talarian. So this is the inn where we're staying.
It is not necessarily an inn, but it is what passes for an inn in Silver Spring. It's more of a campsite, but yeah, this is the inn, and this is the innkeeper. He's here for your he's here to do hospitality. So if you need anything, if you need food, or if you need something from town, if he needs to deliver a message, he can help you with whatever.
And I overheard. I was part of, well, not far away when that conversation about how he recommended we not cross the bandits, right?
Yeah. So basically, the herbalist here at the
Oh,
shop.
that was the herbalist. Sorry.
You might have
thought that
been
was
too
the-
far to hear it when that conversation was happening.
No, then I don't know about that then.
Yeah.
I thought it was the innkeeper. And okay.
Got your
Then-
back, bro.
And the
another
innkeeper asks, "How can I
stop.
help? What do you need? What do you need, traveler?"
Anything else, or what?
He's talking to Oren.
I don't think I can ask him this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say just actually make some small talk with him.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, "Oh, how many travelers do you get in this coming this way? Is it fine weather we're having, and so on and so forth?" And try to sound as boring as possible. But give a lot of affirming nods and handshakes. Hopefully, I
Alright.
can. I guess is this a diplomacy role of some kind where I can kind of change it from maybe some suspicion to indifference?
I just rolled a concentration check.
Roll a persuade.
Persuade. Okay. So what is it? What's my bonus gonna be? It's a flat roll, so 13.
All right. You succeed.
Okay. So I just sound like the most boring tourist of all time, and but I say I want to look around and look at different plants of the area. I'm an herbalist of my maybe a gardener of, I don't know if an herbalist is quite as lofty a term as for me. I wanted to look around the different flora and fauna. Would that be all right?
Yeah, they'll point you to the shop in the main street of town, sort of halfway. It's got an herb garden. You'll smell it.
That is most kind, but I just want to experience the wild things of the world, and
Hey, you're welcome to explore around the oasis. A variety of plants can be found growing along its shore.
wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much,
Mhm.
and for your hospitality.
Of course.
So I go walking around this way, and give myself more. And I stop at different bushes and leaves and things, and maybe take a rubbing or two onto. Actually, we probably don't have paper, do we?
Probably not.
No. Well, kind of just rub it on my face or something, or kind of roll them in different spots and just kind of experience the world. But then I kind of work my way over here.
I guess you could do pressings, like if you had a couple clay tablets that were bound together, you could press a leaf in between them.
Then I'm going to do that. Just something and I'm gonna take a good half hour at this process.
Although if you want a clay tablet, it'll cost you a silver in town.
You know what? Let me go ahead and do that. I'll at least give them some coin just to realize that I'm not, too much of a spendthrift. Or wait, the other way around, penny pincher. But anyway, so I'm taking that off my sheet. Let's see, eventually it turns up. But anyway, I want to work my way down over here. And is there a way that I can gain entrance on this?
You're getting too far away. I want
South
to
side.
follow this way.
Oh my god. No, please.
I'm stealthed. I'm stealthed.
As I see him crunch behind me.
Yeah.
I'm
Whoa,
looking
whoa,
at him
do you
saying,
see
no,
me? Do you
no.
see me?
I shake my head, hand across my throat. No, stop, no, hands waving.
I'll stop right here. I'll stop here. For now. I just gotta keep an eye on you.
Well, there's stairs that go up inside. That area with the tree in it is like a plaza. So there is a wall, but the stairs go up and into the plaza. So it's not closed up. There is a gate they could close, but it's open right now. It just goes into that plaza where the tree's growing.
Okay, I'm gonna get
hiding in the bush here.
Come on in. Do I need a new stealth roll or?
The people with headaches, they're not gonna notice, but there are a couple of archers that are just gonna, be looking out, see what's going on.
Right.
So, I do need a stealth roll as you move through the plaza if you're trying not to be seen by those archers. Elven archers, they're gonna be eagle eyes. They're gonna be hard to get past with a stealth.
Right here? Do they see me in here?
17.
Yeah, 17's not gonna cut it.
In the bush?
Okay, so I walk in, and if they ask me what's going on,
No. This is what happens. An arrow thuds into the ground in front of you, and the elf is gonna call down and say, "Oh, my hand slipped. Could you retrieve that and bring it back there, traveler?"
Oh yes, of course. I go pick it up, and I start, totally innocently walking over. No weapons to be seen. I start walking back over. I heard some moaning. Is everything okay?
I heard the arrow. I'm gonna come over here.
All right.
I'm gonna come up to the wall. I'm just gonna peek over the wall.
The elven archer's gonna call down to you and say, ever since several days ago, some affliction has been striking down our scions. What have you heard in your travels? Has this affliction spread to everywhere?
Indeed it has.
We had another traveler who said the same. I had hoped it was different.
No, it seems to have spread far and wide. No luck on a cure, it seems.
No, we know nothing. Anyway, traveler, since you're here, maybe you should go say hello to our chief, Tormund. He'd be glad to hear your tales. He points to the gate to the large palace over there across the plaza.
Oh, I'd be delighted. At this point, I'm looking around, and do I see Taurus's head over the wall?
Yeah, probably.
I'm just peeking.
So he's like peeking in a stealthy way, and then everybody's looking at him right now.
Yeah, that guard with his nat 20
whoa,
notices everyone.
Whoa! He has a nat 20, but you don't know what my stealth check is. You don't know what my stealth is.
I don't. I look over
Do
the
I need to reveal my stealth check?
Do I see him? Do I see Taurus?
Do you see a giant elephant?
Let's see what
I
you
know,
got.
right?
Okay,
I roll.
2. I got a 2 plus 7, so I got a 9.
Pretty sure I'm rocking a 26 when I add my mods.
Okay, so
I got a 9.
we all look over and we see you looking over us at the wall, and then you kind of jump, hype down maybe. Then I say, "Taurus, my good man," I call out.
Hey!
Join us.
I was just making sure you were okay. Okay, and I'll just hop over the fence.
probably. Ba-boom.
Hey, hi! I point at hi the else is like, hey guys, how you doing?
So we're gonna go ahead and
I was just
gain audience here.
curious
with,
where he's
Tormund.
going. Don't mind me.
All right. Well, you go into a building and there's a bunch of elven nobles, and they're going to greet you and ask you to wait in the meeting hall, and then eventually you'll be greeted by Tormund, chief of the elves of the Silverhand tribe.
I crouch down and come in with him. Like, very respectful. I do excessive bowing, and I'm just like,
Tormund is inquisitive, and he's going to ask to hear tales of your travels and to hear why you're here.
oh,
You're not the usual merchant caravan we get through these parts. You look like the adventurous sort. What adventure brings you out this way to Silver Springs, traveler?
oh, we gotta do something for Korganard. You gonna stop me at all, or you
Oh,
gonna answer?
yeah. Well, I was going to answer, but
If you
actually,
start
is
answering, I'll be
Korganard
like,
even
oh.
is Korganard even known about? Outside
Outside of Tyr, he might not be well known.
Yeah. Well, you know, this affliction of the scions of Athos seems to be well, this affliction against the scions seems to be across Athos. It's everywhere. We were hoping to find some kind of cure, but it seems that you've had no avail.
Hey, yeah, that's what we were gonna do. I forgot. Yeah, we're supposed to help somebody do something. They have to get something from somewhere.
Truly, you seek answers as to the affliction of the psionic way. Well, your mission is of importance, then. I must admit I was initially suspicious of you and your group, but your mission would benefit us as well.
We always do good stuff. I put my hand up like, yep, only good stuff. We're good people.
Well,
Only for good.
And you believe the answers you seek to be east of here? In Othend?
I know my directions.
it-
Yes, that's where we're
it
going.
is a place we wish to stop and seek some answers. We were hopeful, but why? Do you think that will not be fruitful?
He'll tell you that the Black Sand Raiders respect strength.
Hey,
So-
that's where we're going. They sound familiar.
Well, then I clasp Taurus on his, big muscle bicep, and I say, well, we have some of that in spades.
He says, well, I recommend diplomacy, but they will surely be expensive.
Expensive.
Yeah. Being a famous bandit group, you're probably going to have to pay some sort of toll
Wait a
to
sec.
gain access to Othend.
When you say diplomacy, you mean like arm wrestles?
But if you appear weak, they have no reason not to just take it from you. So in your dealings, I'm just
Indeed.
Nobody
telling
take
you,
nothing from me.
present a strong appearance that you could protect yourself, but also we suggest diplomacy.
I'm not a slave. Not once, not never.
Well, I
Nobody
appreciate
take
your
nothing
counsel,
from me.
wise Tormund, but do you speak with them? Do they have any answers to this psychic psionic wave, this plague afflicting so much of Athos?
No, I do not believe they have an answer to this problem. If they did, they have not shared it with us. But if you find out, you will share it with us, will you not?
Maybe they don't know nothing.
Well, if it is a medicinal cure, I am absolutely sure that we would share it. If it's something of a more fantastic nature, well, I'm hoping that whatever it is will be resolved for all.
He's going to pull out a clay tablet, and he's going to press a signet ring into it. And he's going to... it's not very big. It's like a clay cylinder almost, but a little flatter. And it's got this symbol pressed into it. He's going to toss it to you.
Oh?
And he
Thank
says...
you for your generosity. What is this?
It is a symbol of Tormund of the Silverhand Elves. Should you need it in your diplomatic meeting with the Silverhands, to prove that you have spoken to me and that I have approved of your mission, use this sigil to convince them if they are not convinced otherwise. It may help.
Well, I have nothing to
Well,
give you, sir. I didn't know we were bringing gifts.
I thank you most graciously. You know, we will continue our travels and actually go to, what was it called, Orthand?
Othend. Othand.
We will continue to Othand and make our visit. And I give a long glance at Taurus. My companions and I can defend ourselves, and I appreciate that your token of goodwill will go far, I'm sure. In
I start looking
keeping
through
our
my
travels
bag,
safe.
trying to find something I can give to him.
I simply wish to avoid an unfortunate diplomatic incident, you know?
Nope.
Most
Hold
wise.
on, one second. I have a lacy handkerchief from a suitor. I give him a lacy handkerchief of a suitor.
Is it clean? It's clean now, isn't it? After you go being the oasis.
All right. And what am I going to do with this?
Oh, that's all I didn't know we were bringing gifts. So, here you go.
All right. Well,
It's pretty though, right?
sure.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and again thank him for his generosity and bow deeply and bid our farewells.
Mm.
So I'll
What's his
go
name?
ahead.
It was Tormund what?
Tormund, the chief of Silverhand clan.
Tormund
Having the hat
Silverhand.
now,
So we're
That
gonna
name
go
sounds
out.
familiar.
I'll put it on my sheet that my
still shopping.
sheet that I
Have
gave
we
you to
heard that
him.
before?
As you
That
guys
sounds
are
familiar.
leaving, a very tall elf, dressed in fine clothing, will enter to speak with Tormund.
Oh wait, 1 second. And instead of the lacy handkerchief, I said, I got this one and I got the tapestry. So I pull out the tapestry too, of my victory. So someone made a large, well-made tapestry depicting my victory, worth 250 silver, copper pieces.
Very impressive. You must be a gladiator from Tyr, then.
I am. And I'll say, this is for you though, or unless you want the lacy handkerchief back.
Hmm. Very well, then. He waves to some of his servants to gather it up.
Cool. So I'll take the
I-
lacy handkerchief and give him the tapestry of
Mhm.
my victory. Hmm.
I give a eyebrows raised but nodding smile to Taurus.
Hey, why not? When in town, give gifts to the local noble. Might gain him some favor. Who knows?
Indeed.
I tell him whenever you're ready, if you ever want to see my strength, I'd love to do sparring with your best. Elves are really fast. I like fighting fast people.
All right.
It's a big difference.
Mm.
Keeps me on my toes.
So we're gonna head out maybe through this gate.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you, sir.
he's
See you
gonna
later.
chuckle and say, "Elves don't usually fight for sport. We fight for survival." But thanks anyway.
Yep.
We're still shopping over here. I think.
Hey, that was good. They were really nice people.
Can I linger a little bit and maybe hear what the tall elf was saying to the other one as we walk out? I'll slow my
Alley right
stride.
here.
The
Like
tall
in the
elf
alley.
keeps an eye, and if he sees you, he won't speak.
Oh, well, no, I mean around the corner. Just, right here.
He might
I
detect
go
you
to,
even
like-
if you're hidden.
I tie my boot and just go slowly out of the gate.
Because he seems somewhat cautious, and he looks and listens for anybody who might be eavesdropping before he speaks to Tormund.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna go ahead and go.
Okay. So you stop for a moment. He eyed the position where you were hiding behind the wall, and then you're like, maybe not, and you just leave.
Gonna have to go. Yeah.
All right.
Is that scene
I
for
talk
us?
to the guard.
Sure.
I tell the guard, there, you guys are some really nice elves. Usually they're not always so nice, but they're nice. You guys are really nice today.
He's gonna tell you, most elves, like the desert, they live a nomadic life, running across the open sand. Many of them look down on us for settling here at this oasis, but really, if you had to make the choice of either roaming the open desert between small, dirty oases, or cultivating a small town in a reasonably large oasis area that you know about, which would you choose? Would you choose to travel forever, or would you choose to settle as we have?
Did you see that?
It's a hard
Did
choice.
you see that pool behind me? That was a wonderful swim.
Then you agree with us. We made the same choice.
That's what I'm talking about. I tell him, where's the, who's the strongest elf around here? Mr. Tormund was talking about strength and fighting and stuff.
Tormund is our chief, raid leader of the Silverhand, our greatest warrior.
Oh, maybe he would want. I look at Orin and I say, maybe he would want to wrestle.
Huh. It seems like the answer to that question was no.
Are there any windows on this wall?
There's windows, yeah.
I'm assuming that I'm at least window height. Can I see through the window and hear the conversations happening in here?
There are several rooms, so you're seeing into one of the rooms that's along the outer wall, but not into that inner chamber where he's at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's like in the middle of the building, there's like a private
see.
room for meetings, and it's pretty well designed to where they can avoid eavesdroppers and stuff. These elves, they're a secretive lot.
Yeah, I see the lines.
Boss man there, he's kind of the spy master, so he's keeping it low key.
Yeah. I don't think
Are these kids?
Him.
Are these
Yeah.
the kids right here?
Yeah, they're playing soccer in the open plaza.
I tell Torrin, or Orin, I would avoid all those kids, because you never know, all your stuff disappears. I'm going this way.
I've dealt with urchins in my time.
There's a gang of them,
Whoa.
13 kids.
Well, you better put everything away. I check my pockets and take my stuff off my quick slots.
All right.
And I put everything in my inside my clothes, inside my bag.
In your backpack? That's a good spot. Requires an action to go into a backpack.
Yeah. But I keep it all secured.
Is that scene
Yeah.
for us?
I guess. What's everyone else doing?
We should go find everybody else.
You went to the jeweler shop, right? You wanted to look in there and see what kind of artifacts you could
You
get.
ready?
Yes, indeed.
They don't have much in the accessory shop. He has variety of rather generic-looking things.
I guess we're outside this shop waiting. We're gonna.
Do you have any
I wanna walk
anything
up to him.
special? Anything rare?
Just get right here. And just
You
say,
want-
come on.
You want the
Gotta
top
have-
shelf items. Around his own
Yeah.
neck, he wears an amulet with a big fat ruby. And he says, this is the best thing I've got here. It's out of charges at the moment, but it's quite powerful.
What does it do?
Haha. What does it do? It absorbs fire. He's gonna light a torch that he's got in the shop, and he's gonna hold the amulet up to it, and the fire will go away.
Huh, that seems very useful. How much for it?
I wouldn't sell this cheap. 2,370 silver.
Even for helps.
A gold is 10 silver, right?
You might be able to persuade him, give you a good deal. Special sweetheart deal just for elves. Although he's trying to make money, 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 and he's got gleaming eyes, sparkling green, and he says, "Oh, give me that money, give me that silver."
I'm gonna give you guidance. So
Your persuasion check.
I'll give you a D4.
Persuasion.
Gold
D20.
is 10 silver, right?
Are you talking about my fireball necklace?
So that would be 237 gold. Oh my.
And I bet you'd be able to convince him to sell it for less.
Let's see. Persuasion. You don't want to sell it to us for that bullshit price. 21.
21. All right, I'm rolling. I rolled a 5. His mod isn't enough. All right, so you have to convince him to give you the elven discount. So you're gonna have to like really play up how much of an elf you are and how great it is being an elf. Like, so what do you say?
Most of my elf encounters have either been from my backstory or from the pitch. So just get ready for some probably not accurate stuff, but close enough. Hey man, you should really give us this, because like we have he's a traveling nomad, but he's a pyromaniac. And we want to use this to get rid of. There's this spell casting half elf who's really down the way, and we just want to fuck with just get rid of that terrible menace. And there's also this just everyone, like this tool seems very useful, and I'll put in a good word for you. I'm very influential in a couple of city states, and if you sell to us for cheap, I can send some business your way, trade.
Wouldn't you be better off using a truncheon, a sap, a whip maybe? Not sure how putting out fires is going to help you beat some sense into a half-elf.
It will help a lot. You have no idea.
All right, well, you rolled very high. He says, I could give you the discount. I could sell it to you for 79 gold, but only if you would be willing to do a favor for me.
A favor for a fellow elf? No, sure.
I need you here more. I need you here more. The fuck?
I can't keep a straight face.
Stop sleeping so much and start being here more.
I can't keep a straight.
I was falling asleep. Now I'm like, I'm up. I want to know what happens next.
That's what I remember them sounding like. That's what I remember we was in the slave pit. I don't know, but that's what I remember them sounding. So I'm just doing like real dude, bro. What's up, man? Hey, man, I know you got
You make me want to play my bard again.
So he's only going to give you this discount if you do a little bit of advertising for him.
I want to like rub my hands together. Anything, man. Advertising. I'm excellent at that.
He would like you to, when you return to Tyr, he would like for you to visit each of the merchant houses.
Righto, man.
And he would like you to tell them about Silver Springs, how good a stopover it is, and about his shop in particular, if you would so kindly.
Make it 75 go, and I'll tell the king himself.
And he knows there's at least 10 merchant houses in Tier, so he's asking you to make at least 10 stops when you get back there.
I'll make 11 if you make it 75.
No. He can't go any lower. That's at cost. Like, just to make another one is going to cost at least this much to replace his inventory.
You got yourself an idea.
All right, 79 gold. Your purse is going to be lightened quite a bit. You've got that much?
Yes.
All right,
What else does it do?
Mr. Moneybags.
It only absorb flames.
No, I caution you, if you use it too often, it will pulse and burst into flames. You must quickly toss it away from yourself as far as you can throw it. And it'll let off some steam, and then you can retrieve it.
That can be handy.
Oh, it's quite dangerous. But as long as you throw it, you have at least 6 seconds before the kaboom.
Oh, I get what he said. really quickly, Dom, I want to name this the Amulet of Grimoire Protection. I need a card. In case Grimoire never decides, you know what, I'm feeling chaotic evil.
Who's still got an item card I can add it to?
I think I got one. Could this work? Right
Who's actually gonna hold it?
Would this work?
You want me to add it to this
That's
one?
already used. Oh no, that's already used. I didn't know because it was face down for some reason. What's on here?
That's your breastplate.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want a new one for it?
Yes.
I don't know. I try not to use too many note cards, so if you already got one, but if you need a new one, I'll just throw
You
it
got from
on there.
my chest plate? No, I got one from my chest plate.
Aight. Bam.
Oh, this for the amulet.
However, he'll caution you, that fat ruby there looks quite valuable, so I recommend you keep it tucked into your shirt. Otherwise, the bandits, like the Black Sand Raiders, they might wish to take that off your hands.
Don't worry, man. We're real cautious, dude. Like, no filthy other lower race will ever touch this off my neck, man. Trust me.
Your own race.
I'm gonna beat myself up once I walk out.
Well, the Black Sand Raiders are a mix of humans and dwarves and half giants and other groups. There's probably an elf or two in among them, but it's a mixed group. I think a bunch of them are human. Like, probably the majority is human.
Yeah, dude. Nice to know.
Party on, dude.
Yeah. Okay, I wanna.
But
I
all
wanna
in
walk.
Elvish.
This reminds me of the one burger. This one
Yes.
the black burger guy.
Welcome to Get Bigger.
Yeah.
I remember one of them sounded like just the absolute I forget dick
Yes.
wad out. That's what I.
Mondo Burger.
Mondo Burger.
Mundo burger.
After I get this nice necklace, I just.
And we're both of us.
Oh, hey guys. What's up?
Whenever you guys leave there, I would guess that me and Orin were walking up to the building.
He totally fell for it, man. Can you believe that? He totally fell for it.
Good fucking hell.
Who fell for what?
Oh, Morg, you was in there, weren't you?
Hang on, I might have had the time wrong. So, I'm looking at my numbers here. You traveled for 10 hours the first day, but you traveled at night, and then you slept during the day, and then you traveled at night, and then you slept during the day, and then the third night, you traveled for 2.5 hours. So that would have been 7, 8, 9. So it would have been about 9:30 when you got to town. It's actually like nighttime. but like early in the night. And so after you've been doing all your shopping and swimming, now it might be midnight. Are you all going to take a long rest and sleep here?
You guys want to?
We just woke up a little while ago.
Yeah, we just had a long rest.
We usually travel during the night, so
We're
Yeah,
night
where are we?
keep on going.
We want
I
to go
said
to
that.
the tavern.
Okay,
I
so
said
you might
that,
not
but
even
I
stay
would
here.
do-
You're just gonna press on after shopping.
Well, we're gonna
Well,
go to the tavern, right?
These shops are awesome.
Yeah.
They're open 24/7.
We just paid 20 gold to stay here.
They don't get travelers very often. They'll stay up to sell, buy and sell, make some money. This is an event.
Where's the tavern?
Tavern? What are you talking about?
There's no
Don't have a
tavern here.
tavern?
There's no tavern.
I think we swam in the tavern. That was pretty much it.
There's a campsite. There's 8 shops. There's Torriman's little Capitol building there.
Hey, Grimoire.
Yeah.
A handful of tents and houses.
How do you feel about setting a building on fire?
I don't think it is a good idea. We don't really have that much time here. We're gonna
Will
be
it build-
we're gonna become back what we are normally very soon.
I tell them, hey, me and Orin have something to tell you guys. We met
You did?
the boss of the town.
Are we together? Are we gonna go ahead and?
Yeah, we were coming up on them when they were coming out of the shop.
Okay, so, this is fine to say in front of any other shopkeepers around. I'm gonna go ahead and just speak out and say, so we spoke with the chief of the town,
Tormund.
Tormund Silverhand, and
Show
I
him the
told-
ring. Show him the signet. Show him the signet.
all right, yes indeed. So I pull out the tablet, and we don't have the signet ring. He has the signet ring in his hand, but we have a seal of his approval, and saying that he supports us on our quest to find the cause of the psionic wave that has afflicted what seems to be all of Athos. They have a number of scions moaning and groaning inside the confines of his quarters, but we saw one of the urchins run in, and he had spoken about how the boss man was going to be very proud of him and what he has done, that he would become a real man now. I tried to what he'd done or who he had talked to, but I could not, and I was spotted on the way in, but given an audience with Tormund, and so he seems to be very amicable to our ideas. He told us that if we do press on to the ruins of Orthend, that when dealing with the Black Sand Raiders, we make a show of strength, and that we are not to be trifled with, that we are able to defend ourselves, that we should go in with diplomacy, but not go in meekly.
That shouldn't be a
Okay.
problem.
I thought that as well, but I thought I'd pass on Tormund's counsel to the rest of us here.
I look at Grimorn for approval. Did we do good?
You guys,
Absolutely. That,
Yeah.
that allowed us not to have to talk to more of these stupid elves.
How loud does he say
Agree
that?
with Grimoire. Stupid fucking elf.
we're outside in the middle of the street.
Right.
Not so loud. Not the last part at least.
What's
It's
so loud?
okay. It's midnight. Everybody's in their shops
About what?
or homes.
Well, that's a lot about what? The stupidity of these fucking pointy. Like, what are they gonna do about it?
Yeah, that's right. Screw your mom.
So let's call
Through
this.
your mall.
This is Dark Sun. They're probably used to it.
So let's call this a recon. Later on, when we can, maybe we can set this down.
They just sold me this fire herb for 3 times the price they normally do. Fuck off.
You fool. They're all.
I'm great at recon shit. I did all the recon shit back in the slave pits.
And I'll ask, have you seen a water cleric by any chance?
Nope, just the herbalist guy. Did they say they
Gives you the
have
big pool of
water
water.
places?
What did he
Do
sell
do
you?
they have any buildings that look like a water temple nearby?
So
Since
this
this is, like,
town,
near the oasis.
this town definitely has a water cleric, and it also has 2 wind clerics. But you'd have to seek them out.
Wow.
They're not like a shop, like they're not advertising. You'd have to seek them out.
Hmm.
I'd like to find him. Apparently, he has a powerful item. I'd like to acquire that item.
How much time do you want to spend looking for it, though?
Oh, it shouldn't take too long. I'm sure we can ask around.
If you ask around, they will direct you to the clerics. One of the wind clerics is not in town. He's gone on a journey. The other one's here, though.
I'll ask this merchant the direction for the water cleric.
All right.
Sure.
He'll point you to the building at the end of the street, nearest to the water.
Oh. So over here.
Yeah. So if you go there, you're going to meet the water cleric. The elven water cleric will bless you as you enter and say, "Welcome, welcome, Silver Springs, place of the holy waters."
Hello, my friend. I was told that you have an item that you cherish very much, that you talk about very often, and I'm a traveler. I do enjoy seeing magical items, especially from clerics.
Ah, you've heard of the miracles of the god of water. The cleric is going to pull their prayer beads out.
I had the opportunity to visit the shrine, the famous shrine in Nibene.
Ah, the water temple of Nibene is well known. The priests there quite well respected.
It's some troubles
I
lately,
loved it.
though.
Yes, I'd heard they had troubles. The town in ruins. Word has spread far and wide over the past months.
Yeah,
and
we
I was wondering,
defended it.
I heard that their magical pool of water was tainted, and I was looking for maybe a way to help them with that.
Ah, indeed. Well, calling on the elements certainly would do that. There, behold, the priest will pray into these beads that look like they're made of ice. And after a moment of prayer, a water elemental will emerge from the waters, and you'll see that wherever the water elemental goes, the water becomes cleaner and more pure.
Ooh.
And the priest will say, "Blessed waters, pure waters, the power of the lords of the water and the deep." And he seems very reverent. And then he's going to hold his prayer beads, and he's going to walk out to pet the water elemental on the head. So he's standing on the water, petting a water elemental. It's very fantastic.
I hate to say, but an item like this would be very useful.
He nods his head and he says, "Yes, yes, it is a powerful tool, and it demonstrates the power of the god of water. Though I would say it is not for the layperson. If you do not have a powerful religious fervor and a love of the waters of the world, you would not be able to control it."
This would not be for me. That would be for the shrine of water in Nibene.
Oh, you would buy it to bring to the temple in Nibene and help them after they've been so damaged by earthquake and storm and
To
threat of
replenish
undead.
their pool of
I tell him we're
water.
the ones who helped kill all the zombies that were coming into the water pool.
Yeah, we already helped them with that. Yeah.
If not, they would have all been dead.
All right.
But
Well, the priest
unfortunately-
seems hesitant to part with his item. If you could maybe convince him. I mean, if you could convince him, he might part with it. If you were very persuasive.
I tell them they have a whole pool of holy water, or a whole pool of water down there that has to get untainted.
So could you?
I'll be right back.
Could you help a little bit with this one?
Hmm?
I
What do
don't
you
know
need?
that I'll be able to convince this man. You and your words.
I start telling the water cleric while they're talking for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I start telling them about all the zombies and how I was smashing zombies in the face, and the whole room down there just got splattered with all the zombie blood, and it's a mess down there. It's all
Tabletop?
tainted and desecrated, and if I wouldn't have done that, then it would have been destroyed. But we saved the water temple.
All right.
Tabletop's a bit laggy for some reason. Like I picked up my figurine a while back, and it's just taking forever.
Your
Yeah,
ping
that
just
happens.
goes, "Woo."
That does happen. Sometimes you need to reset your router to fix it.
They also helped us. We helped them find some teleportation symbol that they had in their shrine. It's quite
Mhm.
magical, quite powerful.
Oh yeah, we found that too.
But unfortunately, many of these zombies that came out from the soil ended up falling in the pure water, and polluted it with their vile guts and body
Curse.
parts.
All right, you're making your case. Let's see what your actual roll says, though.
What'd you say? You cut out
I need a
You gotta roll.
persuasion roll.
from anyone?
No, from Grimorn.
You give me a bardic inspiration.
Bardically inspired. Don't fuck up this encounter.
Is it a D8?
It's a D8, yes.
I'll use a guidance on myself.
Add yourself to
Okay,
the
what-
bardic inspiration.
Was I able
Persuasion?
to assist him?
Nah. I mean, in spirit, your role play helps.
Persuasion, you say?
Persuasion?
Yeah. Okay, let's hope it works. Come on, roll 21.
Well, I have to say, I didn't think you would pull it off, but
Me neither.
I want to high five Grimoire.
since you made the case, both of you made the case, that this would go to the priests of the Water Temple of Nibene to help them recover, how could he say no? And you're an elf. He could part with it for 13 gold and 6 silver.
How about we convince him to go lower?
That is as low as it goes.
Good price.
Can I make a performance? Like if I give him a good enough song, can I convince him to go a little bit lower?
No, I already went as low as he can go.
Uh,
The big price would be 408 silver, which is like 40 gold.
I'm actually
So-
going to give him 15 gold.
Going from 40 gold down to less than 14 is a pretty big step.
I'm giving him 15 gold.
Okay, 15
like-
gold.
This will take a lot away from you. And
Surely, this is a blessed item, a miraculous item. It's been used many times to bring people into the fold as believers in the power of water. But I can cast magic myself. I don't need it. It is a bit of a crutch, and perhaps it will do me good to rely on my own powers and the powers of water rather than using an item to do this. So if it will do good for Nibene, for the people of Nibene and the Water Temple, I will part with it for this donation. And he nods his head in thanks.
thank you, sir. And wish us luck on our long journey.
Did you also want to seek the Wind Priest?
Oh, me personally, no.
The Wind
No,
Priest
I have-
resides within the main complex near Toromund's Tower.
Okay.
If you are interested. If you say no, that's fair.
Well, I am good, but maybe one of my friends might be interested.
You haven't really demonstrated that you're a fire cleric in any noticeable way. You did burst into flames in the street, though. That might have
What?
spread
What?
around a little bit.
It was just an illusion spell.
I
'Cause he didn't have
mean-
Earth.
An illusion spell is not much better.
A bunch of kids saw it. Are they gonna believe a bunch of kids? Hard to say. Anyway, the priests have some weapons for sale. He'll tell you the Wind Priest might have something that can help you on your journey.
He's a magic. I'm gonna be broke when I leave here.
what kind of weapon would that be?
Ah. The Fire Drake's Hunter's Co. Someone like you, surely, could use a weapon capable of bringing down a drake.
Hmm. Grimoire?
That could be interesting, but I'm not much of a weapon wielder.
True.
I am. How much?
Oh, I don't know. You'd have to ask him. The Wind Priest will tell you what he charges.
Wait, where is the one who's...
I would direct you to the tower. You'll find many archers there. The tallest tower next to Torumund's Keep.
It's a co. Interesting. I'll Google it.
It's 4651. Plus 3 times that.
$139.6 gold.
The co?
Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
Yep.
It's 46 and 51.
Yeah, if you can get a good deal from him. That
That's the
remains to be
elf, right?
seen. He also has the liquid small Makahuatl, which is a water weapon, but it does fire damage because it emits a superheated steam. And the other one's real good against fire drakes in particular. If you wanted to kill some fire drakes to get high-class fire ingredients to make magic items, that would be the way to go.
Yeah, I heard of someone that might want to capture one. This is a coal. What does it look like?
There's a website. I think I have it bookmarked. It tells you the details about all of the weapons. Let's see if I can find it here. Not that one. I found one link, but it wasn't the right one. Let's see if this other link is the right one. Nope, that's not it either. Alright. Do I have another link? Yeah, this is the one. Alright, it says that a ko combines a jagged blade that has been carved from a roughly oval stone. An exotic weapon of Kreen manufacture, typically used in matching pairs, the ko is designed to pierce chitin, shells, and tough skin. If a ko is used against a creature with natural armor, the attacker gets +1 bonus to attack rolls.
And drakes do have shells, no? Like a scale type of armor or skin.
Yep. Dragon skulls.
Ooh.
Well, this one in particular, it says you have +1 to hit against creatures with natural armor, and it deals 2d6 extra weapon damage against fire drake type creatures.
Alright, well,
And it does +4 on crits. Bam. It doesn't hit very hard, though. It's a light
1d4
weapon.
+1. Okay, but it's a +1, 1 +1d4 4 plus 1 plus
So
1.
if you get a crit on a Fire Drake, it would do 2d4 plus 5 plus 2d6. Which is not bad. It's a decent chunk of damage for a light weapon.
I'm not that interested, personally, but
Alright. Well, in that case, you probably don't even need to hunt down the Wind Cleric, because all he's got is weapons. I don't think he wants to sell his saddle because he uses that. That's his whole deal is riding around at high speed and blasting you.
That saddle was really nice. I was looking at that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's his whole deal. High mobility.
Yeah, if I had like a warrior or a ranger with a nice mount, that would be good.
Yeah, it's too bad that Ring Sight isn't here. He could slap that saddle on his flying mount, and it would give enemies disadvantage to attack his mount, and then he wouldn't fall to his death.
Well,
We
we'll,
can buy
we'll
that
let
for
him
him,
know.
right?
Yeah, when we come back to the town, maybe.
Well,
Okay.
it's here. I leave these lists so you can always come back, revisit the towns, buy items that are still around, so that's fine.
Can we get the deal on it?
Oh yeah, yeah, I already purchased it.
You purchased the saddle.
Oh no, the saddle is not bought yet. Like nobody had to buy it.
Does this guy have the saddle, or does the other element?
The Wind Cleric has it.
Well, we should probably go see it. I'll just buy it for him.
It's going to be a bit of a dead end because the one with the saddle and the weapons is actually the one that's not here in town right now. He went adventuring.
Of course.
So you're going to find his like apprentice who is just like a regular wind cleric. And he's very into religion and he's really into wind and he farts a lot. But other than that, he doesn't have anything that you want to buy.
Gotcha.
What a wind bag that guy.
Wait, he doesn't have any match items?
Nah, he'll tell you that his master has some amazing stuff, but he's out. He's gone adventuring.
When's
He
he
hit-
coming back?
He heard stories that a wind genie was traveling in the north, and he wanted to investigate and possibly deal with the wind genie. I've heard they grant wishes.
I never would have guessed.
If
I think we should pack up and leave before it's too late.
Traveling in the night. Oh, you're a
Any
brave
other
lot.
business to do?
Nah, just cautious.
All right, so you guys have decided you're not going to camp here. You are going to only waste a couple hours. So after you've finished your shopping and you're scouting around and you're asking of questions, you feel like you've seen the sights and bought what you can buy. So you gather your freshly watered canks and you've filled all your water skins and you're prepared to depart. And you know that
I have a bath.
you know that the ruins of Othend are 2 days to the east. 2 days travel. So you're going to set out into the night, into the darkness, and you travel. And you're marching, and this goes on for a number of hours. Let me make a roll here. Secret DM roll. Click. You get 2 of those. Alright, so day 1, day 2. Add those to my notes. East of Silver Springs. Alright, so day 1, traveling east of Silver Springs. I actually need the numbers from the tail end of the previous day. What was the nighttime temperature there? It was 40. Oof. Alright, so because it is 40 degrees, when you leave town, you'll leave the warm fires of the comfy little houses of the Silverhand Elves. You're going out into the windy desert. And the wind chill during this bitterly cold night, as the ground covers in frost, is a DC 15 check to see if you can just ignore the cold. DC 15 con. If you have advantage from clothing or a big roaring fire that you're carrying with you, you could roll it with advantages. Hello?
Yeah, what up?
I'm half hearing something from Rara, but it's like intermittent.
He's muted.
He's muted.
So everybody
Oh,
needs to make
I
a
personally-
con save and
I
add all
opened
their
up this-
bonuses to it.
I opened up the stream and got to add.
I'm half hearing something.
Oh, yeah, I'm hearing my own voice back. Cool.
So I put on my clothes. I put on my blanket. And yeah.
Wow, we actually got viewers. Zero Dark checking our game out here. He says, LED sling. The elf kid probably 60 years old going, nothing personal, kid. He would need one of those signs that you spin. Or the elf kids. That's a good point. An elf child would probably be older than you are. So, like, they're trying to be all cutesy, and they're like old men.
Yeah. Grown adults. They have kids already.
Right.
18 con check.
All right.
Need
So,
a weather check?
yeah, it's a very cold night. So if you can make this DC 15 Constitution save, you can ignore the next 10 hours of Constitution saves against bitter cold.
Well, I'm cooking a hot soup. I'm covered in my covered cart, and I have a stove next to me. And I got a couple other things too.
Would
Stacking
elves
them
actually
advantages.
Stay kids until they're that old, or would they be like they're 18 and then they just look like they're 18 for a really long time?
Yeah, I would maybe double it. So if it looks like a 12-year-old, he's probably 24 or 25.
Yes, I pass. I have advantage now too with this cloak.
Does anyone not pass?
What type of check are we making? Con, right?
It is a DC 15 Constitution save against the bitter cold as the night falls and frost covers the terrain. The wind chill picks up.
If you're cold and if you are in my cart, you'll get a +3.
Oh, +3.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I do have a source of fire.
There you
He's
go.
got a covered cart that protects against the wind chill. He's got a roaring fire like a furnace. He's got clothing on.
I got soup
Is
as
anyone
well.
coming with
He's
us? Or
got
is it just a
soup.
party?
The soup that you eat will warm you up as well, so you're getting at least triple advantage, right? If you're in the cart.
Wait, are we resting?
No. This is 10 hours of traveling to the east through the desert.
Okay.
Through rough terrain. You're moving slower than you were on the road, and it is incredibly cold. But he does have a covered wagon, and it is heated inside, so if you're in there, it gives you like triple advantage on the check, and you can basically ignore all the rolls.
We should have got those all-terrain tires on those carts.
You can probably get away with it. You just have to tie your kanks to it, and then put a lot of the cargo on the kanks so it's not filling up the cart, and you can fit yourselves in the cart and stay warm. But anybody failing that initial DC 15 is going to take a boatload of non-lethal cold damage.
You said triple advantage, right?
Yeah.
That means you get an advantage +2, an extra +2.
Okay.
Made it in one. I'm just gonna say that ring sight makes it. Skywill,
Everybody in the cart.
did you roll?
Pretty much everybody who can fit in the cart can make it.
All right.
Did
Well,
this guy come back? I think he went AFK.
if he comes back, he can roll for it. You travel. Hours and hours and hours go by. The terrain, quite a bit more rocky than before, requires a little bit of steering on your part to make sure that your wagon doesn't break a wheel going over especially big rocks. So it's not easy going like it was on the road. You actually have to pay attention and navigate and make sure that you're not going over any terrain that's going to flip the wagon or cause a major complication of any kind. Many hours go by. All right. There's the thing.
What is it? We sense it.
I rolled a 6. Oh, interesting. Interesting. There's a thing.
No.
Is the 6 its stealth roll? Do we see it?
Everybody grab your figurines off this table if they're still on here.
Where are they? Got our kinks.
Everything's
Yeah.
off the table.
Grab all the kanks. And I'll change maps.
Where is my mini? Where's Morgan? Let me move all the
It's
picture.
over here in a cluster on Jodab's
okay.
section here.
Okay.
Alright, changing maps. Back. Alright, put yourself on the map there.
Isn't this the slave pit map?
This is sort of just my open desert map.
Looks like the slave pits with the walls removed.
So this
Yeah,
is
there's
just
no
the open desert, and you were traveling from let's see. If we're going by this direction in the corner here, you were traveling from west to east. So you're going from here to here towards this group of trees. But start yourself like right there. That's good. Over in that group of trees, one of the trees begins to violently shake as if something's rubbing up against it. And then it will emerge from the trees suddenly and emit a roar. A roar. Let's see here.
A cloud ray appeared.
I hope it's not a cloud ray.
I wish it is. Huh. Huh. Did it just fall?
Is that a fire Drake?
Looking at my options.
Man, I love this amulet. Oh, it's a lot. I thought it was a lot bigger.
It is large, I believe. Let me check here. Yep. Wyvern, large dragon. Alright, so it emerges from the trees and lets out a reptilian shriek. I'm just going to look at its passive perception of 14. and compare that against passive stealth of party. Passive stealth. It looks like it detects Gramorn and
Yeah, I get an
Morg.
advantage now.
Do you have more than 12? I have your passive stealth listed as 12.
What's your passive stealth?
It's just your 10 plus stealth skill.
Yeah, it's 12. Yeah.
Oh, I have 17. passive stealth.
Morg's got like an 11, so he was making some noise. Skywheel doesn't make a sound. He's got a passive 19. Taurus, you actually have a passive 17, so you're fairly quiet too. So it didn't notice Taurus, but it did notice a couple other people and will look over towards the party. So that
What's your
roar,
pass-
that roar wasn't just a roar. That was like a screech that it has detected the party, and we're gonna roll initiative.
Wait, how do
So-
you determine your passive stealth?
It is 10 plus your stealth skill,
Modifier.
which includes your proficiency if you're proficient, and your dexterity modifier.
What if you're half proficient?
If you're half proficient, it's what do you got? 4 now, so you'd get 2 on that.
I have a 5 in stealth.
And a wyvern
So-
has a plus nothing. Did
Roll
everybody roll
initiative?
their initiative yet?
Not yet.
I think I have to roll for a
Sure.
couple of people who aren't here, so I'm going to do that. So this first one's going to be for Orin, since Skywell hasn't responded yet. He's going to get a 14, and for Ring Sight, because this combat might
you
continue
serious?
next week, Ring Sight's getting
Are you
4.
serious?
Guys, I just realized something though.
What?
You know how Dimension Door, you can teleport you and one large willing creature, right? Jodab.
Yeah.
Remember how we planned to teleport something like 200 feet in the air and drop it, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if I make an object alive and then drop it on said creature?
I would make it
Gramorn, Morg. Your initiative token has not been set.
Ah,
Because it would be cooler. I mean, I could just teleport it normally. That
Oh no, I have 14 stealth ninja.
All right.
can Dimension Door teleport objects, or can it only be
I guess.
creatures?
I'm putting it.
Willing creatures can go with you.
There you go. It's in.
I mean, I think you can throw something through like portal.
All right, Gramorn, you are the first to react to the screeching wyvern that has emerged from the trees.
Can I see it?
It is nighttime. You can hear it, but I don't think you can see it from this distance.
Okay.
You have a vague idea of the direction it's in, but this is, what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 59. Yeah, it's a really long distance, so even with dark vision, you're probably not seeing it yet.
What are we measuring still? Is this the right, like 140 feet?
Here, let me see it. So if I take this one and I take this one and if I put it into top-down mode and I put it exactly 20 feet apart, which would be 4 squares like that, and then I go in here and I do C20 enter. And that should calibrate everything to the scale. So it should be reading an accurate distance from there.
So it's pretty clear that it's like a big type wyvern type of creature. Huh?
You heard a very loud reptilian screech. That's all you know initially. You could attempt a knowledge, nature, lore test to see if you recognize the sound. To identify the creature, see if you know about it.
It sounds from far.
It's far away. You've heard a roar in the distance in the desert, at night, in the dark. That's got to be a little bit unnerving. Many of the Kanks will be stirring uneasily.
We should have gotten war Kanks.
This is definitely a creature that could eat a Kank and might find them to be rather tasty once it gets past their hard exoskeleton.
Should have bought that cow.
Someone was offering us a cow?
Cow.
Why didn't we take it? Fuck.
I'd like to use animal handling to keep the kinks from bolting.
Well, you go right after Grimorn does. I think he's debating what he can do without full knowledge of what he's up against.
And not being able to see it because of the darkness.
You're welcome
do we
to
have
set up an action and wait. Ready action.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Can I? This is like a rock here, huh? Would it be too hard to climb on top of it?
No. I mean, it's more of a sandy dune than a rock, but you could get up on top. It gives you, I don't know, 5, 10, 15, yeah, probably like 10 feet of elevation if you get to the top.
I will actually move my my cart behind the hill so the creature don't see it.
All right, that gives you at least partial cover.
Yeah, and I'll tell them like, yeah, there's something in that direction, and we should be very careful with it.
Oh yeah.
It seems to be a large reptile of some sort.
A predatory roar. T-Rex noises. Not good.
And I'm gonna, with the rest of my movement, just go here, like kind of
All right, so
a little
you.
higher, so I can keep an eye.
So you're standing atop the sandy dune, looking out into the darkness. How much
Yeah,
light does your lantern emit? Like, what's the radius on your light?
Standard, I think. The only thing is like it's an eternal flame in it.
So it's like a torch, like 20 and 20.
Like one of those glass
Lanterns,
lantern type
like,
thing.
All right, so the edge of your dim light goes this far. So for what you can see, that's it. Not much.
Ninja.
30, 60 feet.
Can I run a hypothetical about you real quick?
Sure.
If I were to drop a medium-sized object from 200 feet on top of this Drake, would that do any damage?
What does it weigh?
Still to be determined. Once I find the medium-sized object that weighs a decent one.
In 3rd edition, it used to be like a d6 per 10 pounds.
It needs to be what?
1d6 for every 10 pounds of the object falling on a creature. And the creature gets a dexterity save to avoid it.
Okay. What about this pile of shit right here? If I were to bring like a rock from this, would that be medium sized or no? Or this? Just looking around to see if I can make this work.
Do you have a light source?
Touche.
Do you have dark
Okay.
vision?
It's called Gromorn.
No.
I guess your light just ran this way, which means you're in the dark now. You heard a dinosaur roar, and your lantern ran away, saying, "Oh, I heard something. You guys should hide."
Well, you say it like that.
But you just walked over the bones of a body, so you know that there's some bones over here you could get to.
Yeah. It's not my turn though, so.
Oh yeah, I'm done. It's your turn, Oren.
Skywill, did you come
Oh.
back yet?
I did.
I rolled initiative for you, so you were second on the list.
You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you. And what I wanted to do was use animal handling and or land vehicles as a skill.
Well, roll that
But-
animal handling.
I did, and I got 22.
Your
And-
Kank is calmed.
Well, what I was hoping for was, can I kind of circle the wagons or have them kind of latch onto each other in a way that makes them harder to take away?
Uh,
I want to kind of circle them together.
I
Maybe
think
we can give each other
most of the
cover.
kanks are probably being pulled along by the wagon with like some sort of rope attaching them, probably.
Okay.
So yeah, you could
So-
do that. You could gather them up together into a line.
So that they could maybe protect each other with maybe a cover save or whatever. But that's gonna be my chance. So shh.
All
It's
right.
okay. It's
So
okay.
I'm gonna gather the kanks near your kank here.
The fireball, I can't see that. It's just like a red marble. On Asia. The thing standing over my head.
You don't see it?
It's like a marble.
Really?
I'm getting errors. Cannot resolve destination host.
Well, it's like that.
Thank you. Sorry about that, Tor.
Keep in mind though, 20 feet of it, dim light. So it's like Taurus
that's
in the dim
Good
light,
enough.
Soul in the darkness, Morg in the darkness.
Can we even see the creature now that I'm thinking about it?
You
No
heard its
direction.
roar though. There's a dinosaur out in front of you, and it let out a ear-piercing screech.
Wait, I just realized I've never tested out these Templar robes. I'll do it later.
What do you do? What do you do?
Isn't it Orin?
Orin has made an animal handling check, and he has gathered the kanks. So he's protecting the
Yes.
animals and making them feel safe, and I imagine it's probably Long's turn now.
Oh, did he just yeet the kink out from underneath while I was riding it? Okay.
Oh, you were riding it. I'm sorry.
I thought that's
alright.
what we were all doing except
No,
for
no, no, no.
Taurus. 'Cause he
Well,
did it
remember,
like that.
because in order to get the benefit of the warmth of the wagon, you would have had to be in it, and so I
Oh, right,
said you
yeah.
could tie your kank to the wagon, so you can all be in the wagon instead.
Okay.
So he just grabbed the rope and pulled all the kanks into a circle.
I'm hoping they can grab onto each other if one of them gets pulled up or something like that.
Yeah.
Not that I know what's coming or anything, but
I'm gonna
kind
move
of-
towards Grimoire 5, 10, 15,
I would think if
20.
I've
And
got-
I'll do a dash action to get up near Grimoire and try to see what he sees. If he sees anything. Or actually, no, he said he can't see anything in the dark. Is it like pitch blackness, or there's no like moonlight lighting up anything?
For the past several days, there was a decent amount of moonlight, but tonight there's a bit of cloud cover. And the moon is either like not in a position where it's giving off a ton of light, or it's obscured to where it's not producing much. So it is almost pitch blackness out there. You're really relying on sound alone here.
I'm gonna wait next to Grimoire and then. Does it take an action to do roll to know what it is?
It would be an action. Yeah.
Okay, never mind then. That's all I do. I can't really do anything with like bonus action. Unless
Alright.
I want to transform right now, but I'll see.
And the creature looks and it sees the glow of your torch, and the wyvern is going to begin flapping its powerful wings. Its wingspan is huge, and it's got a fly speed of 80 feet.
Oh shit!
So it is going to fly. Let's see, it's going to go 10 feet off the ground, and then it's going to begin flapping its wings, and it goes 5,
Am I the only one with
10,
source of light?
15, 20,
Probably
Yes.
yes.
25,
I have
Or
torches.
usually see.
35,
Unless you light something on fire, yes.
50, 55, 60.
I
Okay,
have torches for Ward.
so that's 80 feet of movement. The creature has entered the dim light, just its head, just peeking in, and maybe a little bit of its wing. It's going to... gonna dash. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70.
The fuck is that?
It'll fly up 10 more feet, so now its elevation is 20. Okay, so imagine this. The wyvern starts way out there in the darkness, and you can't even see it. And you just hear the powerful flapping of huge wings. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And they get closer, and they get closer. And then suddenly it emerges into the light, moving incredibly fast. And it dives towards the Kanks, gives them a bit of a sniff, but then it starts to gain elevation, and it goes up until it's 20 feet in the air, and then it almost like hovers there, flapping its wings powerfully, creating a down blast of air that pushes down and creates a blast of sand that's going in all directions. So it hovers there 20 feet up. Melee attack wouldn't be able to hit it, but a ranged attack might. But right now, for now, it's just looking. So that was the wyvern's turn. So
What color was it?
the
Okay,
wyvern,
okay.
the wyvern is exactly as it appears here. It is sort of a dark brownish color with some tan highlights.
I just realized there's no number thing. How do I do the measuring stick stuff?
There's the measuring tool right here. You drop it on yourself, and then you grab the other measuring stick, and you point that at the wyvern. 35
No, it's not, I'm not pointing it at the wyvern. I'm pointing it. Shit. Where is it?
There it is. And you can use the corner of your squares. So I'd put it like right there.
Okay. Okay. Would you say that's a medium-sized bone?
Sure.
Okay. Okay. Taurus,
Yep.
you have stuff that can make people fly, right?
I can fly.
You
I
can fly?
believe I can fly.
Yeah.
I believe I can touch the sky.
Wait. In fact, I can do this once. Okay. See, this is either gonna be stupid as shit or it's gonna work brilliant.
Well, when a plan comes together.
Is the dude who sings I Believe I Can Fly the same one that pees on teenagers?
Yes.
No.
Yes. That's him.
Is this R. Kelly?
Yes.
I believe I can fly. Yeah.
He sings that?
I believe I can piss on girls.
That's so funny.
Think about it every night.
Ah, all right.
What are you doing exactly?
I'm going to, from right here, that's 1, 2, wait, no, 5, 10, 15. I gotta, that's difficult terrain, ain't it? 20, will this work right here? That's 20 feet? Or is that like 30 right here?
20 feet from what?
Like, I was standing right here.
Oh, you're trying to move 20 feet.
Yeah.
Each square is
I'm
5
outside
feet,
the
so
light.
5, 10, 15, 20 would put you in the corner here.
Right here?
This one here.
Okay. Boom.
Now that's the second diagonal, so that would be 10 feet of movement there. So this was 20, that'd be 30. And now you're directly under the wyvern, 20 feet up.
40, 50. Okay.
This thing doesn't look like a dragon, right?
So
It does
right,
not look like a dragon.
I'm gonna do
Missing
this. I'm gonna
arms.
make this work. I'm gonna die. Okay. So. 5.
There aren't
Yeah.
really regular dragons in Dark Sun, but there are drakes, and drakes are more like Chinese dragon. Whereas this wyvern is a completely different thing. This is like a dragon, but it doesn't have like four limbs and wings. It just has two legs and 2 wings.
All right, Ninja. Then I'm gonna dash. So from right here, 5, 10. Just going up. What's the exact thing of going up this hill?
It becomes rough terrain going up the hill,
So 5,
so just
10.
double all your movement.
I can't see the squares though. So let's just say 5, 10.
Estimate.
That's gonna be 20 right here. I mean, this will be right on the awkward side right here. Then I'm gonna bardically inspire Taurus, and end my turn.
Jodab, what does Taurus do?
Oh, hey, there I was. Does the ring of jumping give me height? Distance, right?
Yeah, height is the distance.
We go jump and attack.
Yeah, I can get
Can you
triple
jump one now? Triple jump.
Your height of a jump is always less than your distance of a jump, but if you're
can
tripling
triple
it with the ring, you're still able to jump pretty high.
Jump distance is tripled until the spell ends.
You can jump like half what you can jump up, something like that. So like I think you can probably jump 30 feet up.
I think he's trying to say that you jump half the distance while you're in sand because it's kind of soft. You're cutting out, Ninja.
Go into the jumping calculator. Let's find
How
out.
tall are you, anyways?
I'm 15 feet tall.
Yeah, so you can probably just get on your toes.
All right, guys, I'm gonna have to go here.
Yeah.
I mean, your weapon has reach, right? You just like swing up at it.
What's your strength score? 22?
22.
Okay.
Yeah, you can actually reach it if it has reach, your weapon.
So it says here you can jump 4.5 feet off the ground, so then you'd triple that to 13.5 feet.
And he's already 15 feet tall.
And I got a fight, and I have a reach weapon too.
See you guys.
See ya.
I see.
Yeah, good night.
See ya, see ya.
So you technically don't even need to use it.
Is it possible that I can try to grapple?
Oh, you want to jump up and grab it?
If
Well,
you're 15 feet tall or your arm is 5 feet long, can you just reach up and grab its neck?
Can I grab it by the tail, or
Yeah, you could probably reach
if
it.
I use my ring?
It sounds like
I'm
it'll
gonna
work.
Use my ring. I'm gonna use my ring for my extra jump.
It sounds feasible to me, but you do have to roll an attack roll to grab it successfully.
Yeah, I'm going to use. Yeah, I'm gonna use my ring as my bonus action.
Consequences if you
And-
miss, though, is you're just gonna fall.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna try to grab it. Hold on.
You are gonna be 15 feet off the ground.
Yeah,
It's
but I
only a
have ring of
D6
jumping.
fall damage. That's not too bad.
But isn't that also taken care of by the ring of jumping?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
It gives him jump distance and jump height. But fall damage is fall damage. I think he still takes it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just try to jump up and grab that guy. Reckless. What? Can I use a reckless to grab him? Wait a second.
Sure. I guess so.
When you make a first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly, giving you advantage on melee weapon attack rolls.
Doesn't
melee
sound
weapon
like
attack
it
rolls?
prevents you from adding it.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna do a reckless, try to get advantage on that grapple. But of course, yeah, he has advantage on me until the next turn. Yeah, I'm gonna jump and try to grab him. Oh yeah, 29 to grapple.
All right. You've got a hold of him. You are now hanging from a wyvern. The wyvern is also now way too heavy to stay in the air.
And so that was my first attack.
Oh, hang on,
I
hang
get
on.
2 attacks, right?
The wyvern immediately crashes to the ground. You're under it. Let's see here.
So grapple is an action in combat, and I have act.
Now I'm gonna say you grab a hold of the wyvern. You still have other things that you can do on your turn. So as the wyvern begins to like fall out of the air, what do you do before I continue?
So I have 2 attacks per action. Does the grapple count as an attack, or just
That
the
is
whole
that is
action?
one attack. So you still have one more.
Okay. Well, I want to try to restrain it.
Hmm. All right. Let's see a second roll then.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try a second to try to restrain it, so it can't take off or it can't break free. So we can hold it down.
You know,
I'm already reckless, so
you're gonna pin its wings in a suplex maneuver. You're gonna do the Izuna drop and turn it over in midair.
28. A 28.
All right.
Holy.
So I'm holding the wyvern.
You're restraining a wyvern.
Right on. That's the end of my turn.
Holy shit! I'm trying to make a pet out of it.
Yes, we can tame this wyvern. Do animal handling.
The
That's it.
wyvern takes
I think we got it. We can
7
kick it.
damage from falling. You take 2 damage from falling.
Yeah, I'm not raging yet either. So
Move the kanks away.
I'm holding. It's restrained. It's fully restrained,
Yeah.
and I have rope.
Gonna spit shit.
Probably, but it's restrained. It's pinned back. This thing is pinned down. Like I'm gonna, when I roll with it to restrain it, I lay on my back, and I hold it up. Does that make sense? Like I put it in like a suplex, or what is it called? Not a suplex. A fucking
I was thinking of like when you do the airplane thing with kids.
So the effect of this is its speed is 0, it cannot get up from prone, attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. It also gains disadvantage on dex saving throws. And then next turn you could try to pin it as well. Alright. So that's the end of your turn, right?
So I grappled it, and then I, and then I restrained it.
Alright.
Cool.
Ringsight flies his Terrax overhead and looks down and says, "It's dark, I can't quite see." And the Terrax goes, "Chirp," and like takes a dump.
Huh.
Alright. That's his turn. Grimorn, what do you do?
What are you about?
Oh, the full Nelson. A full Nelson. That's what I'm
What are you
thinking.
doing with the creature?
So you've got your arms under its wing armpits, and you've got it by like the neck with your fingers intertwined.
Like this. Look, I'm gonna show you a picture.
What are we doing to the?
Doing-
What are you doing to the creature?
Wrestling it seems.
There it is. I put it in there. That's what I did. I'm doing to the creature right now. I have its fucking belly just up. I put it in the Dark Sun chat. That's what I'm doing to this creature right now. but it's more like this because he's a little bit bigger than me.
I'm really wondering if there's any like if animal handling would do anything to that thing.
I think you guys can calm it. You guys have advantage on it.
Nice.
What on animal handling?
You can do anything to it. It's literally restrained.
Are we killing it though?
I don't want to kill it. I want to tame it. Wouldn't you? You are a fire cleric. You can ride a fire wyvern now. You don't have to worry about a magic carpet. You got a wyvern.
A fire one though.
This is a fire wyvern.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's just brown.
It's supposed to be red.
I don't know if it's a fire one. No, Ninja said it was brown.
So is this conversation happening out loud?
He's just like pinning this wyvern in a full Nelson, and you're just
That's
holding a
it.
like
Tame it!
long discussion about it. What do we do?
Tie it up. Tie it up. It's ours.
I'm gonna take all in my bag. I took these big piece of meat from that other town.
All right.
Leg
You have a bunch
shank,
of-
you know.
You have a bunch of fish, don't you?
No, that's gone. But I got a big juicy piece of meat. And I'll do animal handling on it.
Right
Try
on.
to calm it down.
You offer it food and try to calm it while it's being restrained.
Yeah. I give myself guidance for that. There's too many actions. That's too many actions.
It's an action to do the animal handling. If your meat's in a backpack, that's also an
Oh, there's a
action.
cantrip, though. Can I do that as the like the bonus?
I think it eats up your action just to get the food out.
Yeah, probably.
But I'll let
Well,
you
it's
do the
not
animal
the-
handling as a bonus action, since you didn't move very far.
I can support him when it comes my turn.
I do still have like a +9, so
I mean, if you just want to give
Yeah.
it the food and then wait until Oren can help, you could do that.
I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try
Yeah,
anyways. A little question though. We do have advantage, or like as half elf again, or what is it? Or are we proficient only?
As a half elf, you do get an ability. Let's see.
Yeah, there's something about animal handling.
Let's see. Half elf. Animal affinity. At 3rd level, you can use an action to attempt to charm a medium-sized or smaller beast. Unfortunately, this is a large wyvern.
We can do this. We can do this, guys. We can do this.
Let's give it a try.
He can't go anywhere. He literally would have to slip my grasp.
got
And I have
18.
Sentinel, so he can't get away.
All right.
I got
Well,
opportunity attack.
you put the meat in its mouth, but it doesn't seem any less angry.
We're gonna need some help to charm the beast. Oren, you want to give it a
Okay.
try too?
So all I can do is this. Oop, darn it. Keep on messing up my roll mechanic. So this is just to assist Grimorn with his animal handling roll.
All right.
I get
So
10,
you
which-
will ready an action to help him when he does it then.
Oh, okay then. Then yes, that's what it will do. I'm just I don't know holding the tail or just cooing and calming.
Do you want to do that instead? Because that's a separate thing. That would require a grapple test.
I'm grappled it. I got it.
No,
Don't worry.
no. I want to only assist with the animal handling.
He did strike on an
See ya,
interesting
play.
thing here. The wyvern has a tail. And the tail is a threatening weapon. So your full Nelson isn't gonna make you not take attacks.
I'm wrapped around it.
That's fine. It still gets to attack you. It just has disadvantage.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine to hit me. I'm not worried.
Not
about
with the
this thing.
tail. Not with the tail.
It wouldn't have disadvantage with the tail because that hasn't been grappled.
Okay. But it says the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Do I get an advantage against attack rolls against it?
Yep.
Then you know what?
I attacked recklessly, so it would even out with me. But
okay, this is a different roll, but it's not. Hold on, it's with strength, not dex for my grapple, right?
Rolling athletics.
Oh,
It's
athletics?
usually it's like you have to have a free hand. You roll an attack roll to hit. If you hit, you have grappled it. The attack roll is probably going to use strength.
Okay, so it would be attack roll with strength. Yes.
Yep. Uh huh.
Okay, clear. So here I go. Attack roll with strength instead of dex. Not with advantage yet, because
you have advantage on it because I'm literally attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Correct. Yeah. So you would have advantage.
darn it, come on, darn program. There we go. So I think I said a 14. What did it say? 14.
Oh,
yeah, 14
nice.
is the first roll. And the
Its
other one
tail is whipping back and forth dangerously, but you managed to jump on it. Its tail is now also grappled.
Okay. I will do that and make sure that it doesn't get to go too far. So that'll be my turn
Morg.
then.
What do you do, Morg?
Since we're subduing this thing, I'm gonna roll the. Do I have to roll to attack it if I'm gonna like not do damage? Like I just want to make like contact and like poke it with my natural long staff.
You can make your attack non-lethal.
Okay.
Are you gonna agitate it?
I don't know if attacking it like non-lethally will make it angry if I just poke it.
Have you ever poked a dog? I don't like that.
But you're trying to knock it out, aren't? It sounds like you're trying to knock it out.
No. I'm just like probing it. I'm not trying to do damage.
Probing it.
Yeah. Like I'm not even gonna add my strength modifier.
Wait.
So you're gently probing it.
Yeah.
I can't say that very loudly in my house.
Actually, I wouldn't be adding the strength modifier to my attack or to my damage, but to the hit I would proficiency for.
Should punch up love, man.
So it says when an attacker reduces a creature to 0 hit points with a melee attack, the attacker can knock the creature out, making a choice to deal non-lethal damage instead of lethal damage.
It's a 22 to hit.
So you can basically use regular attack rules the whole time, and then when you would kill it, you just say, I'm choosing not to kill it. I will spare it and just knock it out.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to do damage to be like, I'm hurting it kind of thing.
But it uses the same pool of hit points just to knock it out, too.
Does that... But
it's just when you're about to hit 0.
We're not trying to knock it out.
It's just when you're about to hit 0, it stops at 0.
Right.
Okay.
It's like, you just beat it up like normal, and then you have the option of not killing it when you defeat it.
But that's all I was saying. I was like, I don't really want to do damage to it.
Yeah,
so
if you don't want to anger it by doing damage, you could pull your punches. You could take your modifier off it. You could do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can assist with whatever.
So I just wanted to make contact.
Like you could say, I'm slapping it with like the flat of the blade, or just.
Well, it's a staff. So
it's a staff.
I'm just poking it.
Slapping the base.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to make a DC 20 nature check to give it the. Wait, does it? I'm confused how this works. It says as a DC 20, I make the Wisdom nature check to identify the weakness of the creature. Any hit I land on it, it applies to the non-second. Am I supposed to do that before I land the hit?
Yeah, so you need to roll to see if you can learn the vulnerability of the creature, and once you do, then you have to hit it with the staff, and it adds a d10, because you know its weak point, so you're always hitting the weak point after that point.
Okay. Okay, nice.
Nice.
I would just like poke it somewhere normally. And they're like, no, that's not it.
Yeah. All right.
It's always the balls. It's always
We
the
haven't
balls.
found that spot, that special spot.
Right. But once you do find that spot, you can roll the extra d10 every turn.
Okay.
We'll call it the G.
Get it on the,
Wait,
on the, on
an
the
extra
gun.
D10? It just says it on when I hit it, it lowers its proficiency bonuses.
Oh, that's what it does. So.
Yeah,
All right. Never mind.
it's not like a critical damage thing.
I thought it was the one that gives the creature vulnerability, which means an extra d10.
Well, it does. So the proficiency bonus is going to be able. He's not going to be able to resist the.
Well, it's two different
Fine.
enchantments, right? So he's got the one that reduces the proficiency bonus on the creature.
Mm.
So he's got one that like cripples it, whereas the other one just makes your hits hit harder because you're hitting the vital spot.
Oh. That's the monk one.
Yeah. Slight variation.
All right, well that's my turn. Now it's the Wyvern's turn.
All right. Well, the wyvern is angry, and it will lash out with disadvantage. It will make multi-attack. Its neck thrashes, and it will curve around trying to bite Taurus. And its stinger thrashes. Let's see. The wyvern can make 2 attacks, one with its bite, one with its stinger. While flying, it can use its claws in place of one of their attacks. So it will do
It
bite stinger with disadvantage.
has disadvantage, but it has advantage against me, so it evens out with me.
Okay, so the
Which
first
one's
one,
the
I'm just rolling 1 dice to hit. I didn't put a mod on this. Now it's got +7, so that is a 23 to hit.
20, 22, I think. 21. 21.
So my 23 hits you. You're gonna get bit. 2d6 +4 bite.
Sorry.
All right, so the neck, it's long and it's hard to pin down, and it comes around and grabs a hold of your bicep. It's going to do 13 bitey damage. All of its little fangs sinking into your tough flesh.
Okay.
And then the end that Oren's got his hands on.
And it has disadvantage against him.
So 13 plus 7 is a 20 to hit Oren.
Oh. That. Where's my. Yeah, that'll do.
That'll do. All right, so the stinger is hard to pin down as well.
Wait, but you had disadvantage, remember that?
Yeah, I
that
rolled
was
2.
13.
Ah, shoot.
I rolled 13, 15.
It was the lower one.
All right, so the stinger is going to slap you. It does 2d4 plus 4 piercing.
Oofda.
When he gets hit, I get an opportunity attack.
Oh, as a reaction, when I reduce that by half. That's right. That's a rogue thing I realize I can do.
Now, let's figure this out first. So the initial attack does piercing damage. So the stinger hits you, and that's going to do 10 piercing damage, but it's poisonous. It's a DC 15 con save.
Okay, so here we go. So there we go. That is going to be. Roll. Crap.
Not good. Not good.
Very much a fail.
Okay, so failing the con save, you're going to take 21 poison damage.
Oh, it's a
Oh.
poison wyvern?
They all are. So
Total of
Okay.
31 damage. Did you say you were using the take half damage on the initial hit?
that I can take by half, but I can't reduce the poison damage. So that's going to be 5 plus 21, I think you said?
Yep, 26 damage. A heavy hit. Not
With,
a
my
not a
opportunity
lethal
attack?
blow. Hang on a second. Hang on. Could you roll a con save again?
I failed it, but okay. I will roll again. Boom. And
This one's DC
oh wow,
13.
Nat 20.
All right. You do not receive a bleeding wound according to the Grit and Glory rules for taking a huge amount of damage at once. Okay. That hurt. That hurt bad. That stinger is
For my
no joke. And you make your opportunity attack. Let's see it.
For my opportunity attack, I want to use my legs and grapple the tail.
Well, the tail's already grappled. That's good. He's already got disadvantage on the tail attack.
Just in case he needs to let go and get away, I want to have the thing fully. So I have it in the full Nelson, and I want to use my legs to wrap, like, like you know when you're trying to climb a rope, you like wrap it around.
Sure. Just roll another
Wrap-
grapple.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to wrap. Okay. 27.
All right. So now
So
the
my legs-
tail is also restrained, just like the body is.
Is wrapped around my legs.
Yep. Because that was the second grapple on the tail.
Yep. Okay. That's Soul's turn.
Well, hang on. Grapple is only one of your attacks. You still have another one. Well, no, that was your reaction,
no,
right?
that
So,
was-
all
that
right,
was
never mind.
reaction,
Never
reaction.
mind. All right, so. Soul is gone. Should we stop there? It's 12:16.
Okay.
You guys want to pick up next week when Soul comes back so he can get in his turn? I'll make a note that Soul goes first when we come back.
Yeah. You guys really think we should be grappling this thing instead of, I don't know, killing it? Or maybe I should polymorph it and run away?
Hey, maybe somebody else wants a flying mount too. You're gonna have to figure out a way to control it though.
I mean, we just gotta try to tame it. If we can't tame it in the next turn or two, then we just wrap it up, knock it out, and take it with us.
Wyvern's an unaligned creature, so it's not like outright evil. It's just an animal.
I mean, you
Just gotta-
probably
we just
need
gotta
a
tame it.
cage.
I have rope. If we
Yeah,
if we tie it
yeah,
up,
no, but we're traveling somewhere for a few days. Where are we gonna put it? We don't really have a cart with a cage.
we could barter with the raiders and give them a present of a tied up wyvern. They would fucking love that shit. Talk about power. Hey, we brought you a wyvern. Think
An
about that for a second.
Angry wyvern.
Hey,
Yeah, exactly. Are they gonna be able to tame it?
we even tell them the story. Soul can tell them the story. Our giant friend jumped up, grabbed it out of the sky, and tackled it to the ground, and we tied it up while it was still thrashing about. This guy is strong.
You should
They
have come
would
in with
fucking
like
go nuts.
like in a diplomatic way, but without like and still showing a sign of strength.
That's the tricky part. You need to both look dangerous, but also diplomatic.
If
Yeah,
I come in with a wyvern on my shoulder, or dragging a wyvern,
That's a show of strength for
be
sure.
Hey, we're here to deal, guy.
We're here about
just
something
picked it
else,
up
but
on our
also
way.
here's a wyvern we caught.
Yeah, we just picked it up on our way. There's nothing.
That could be interesting. That's a good RP move there. That's a good power move.
Yeah, power move.
Yeah, I need a.
I mean, it's still 2 days away to the frickin'
That's one day.
thing.
Look, I'm just telling you, in terms of wild animals like this, you have to just let it starve, right? And then you gotta feed it. I played enough Ark. I know how this works.
Yeah.
I've seen Game of Thrones. I know what happens when you let the animal starve.
Then you bring them food, and they're like, oh, okay, well you bring me food, then I'll respect you.
Isn't there that new Game of Thrones show starting on Friday or something like that?
Yeah, sometime soon. I've been seeing stuff for it.
Is this an elemental wyvern? Does this have fire or anything like that?
Nah, none of that. Nah, it's just a straight up regular poison wyvern.
Oh,
But it's
Well-
not like resistant or immune to poison.
I baited you. You thought it was gonna be a fire hydra or something like that, but
fire drake.
fire drake. It was just like a regular ass wyvern.
But hold on. It's still a wyvern. Grimoire can possibly make the animal handling and tame it. He has an opportunity right now. I'm just saying,
If
it'd
I
be
get a
really cool
bardic
if he could be
inspiration for
flying
sure.
around. Yeah, it'd be really cool if you could just fly around on a wyvern with us. I mean, we would look like badasses. I'm just saying. Because we're gonna be getting, once we fix the Scion thing, we're gonna start putting money towards a mecha lot, right?
You gonna buy a mechalot?
Yeah.
You gonna build a little base on it?
And a trainer.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. And then we're gonna have a landing pad for the wyvern. The wyvern can land on the mecha lot. And you could be the scout. Ooh, you could just fly around
We already have.
and
some
be
of
like
that.
Jakar. It would look like the wyvern. It would look like the wyvern is actually breathing fire, but you would be casting flames.
Throwing fireballs.
Like, yeah. Do you know how you would be like the next Sorcerer King? Like, they would see you like a Sorcerer King, Grimoire.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
No, it's a great thing.
I want that fire drake.
Kill.
Well, this is an opportunity to learn how to get a fire drake.
This is an interesting opportunity, but it's going to have to change in our favor pretty quick, or I'm going to have to make other choices here.
Knock
at
it
this
out.
tail.
You can knock it out.
Yep, it says in the rules, anytime you want to defeat an enemy but not kill it, the last hit you just say non-lethal.
Non-lethal fireball.
Simple as
I
that.
I wrap my legs around it so you can get away from the tail.
If I polymorph this thing into a sheep,
That'd make
You
it more
think it's
manageable,
good?
wouldn't it?
or
I
I don't know,
haven't-
can we turn it into a frog? Would that can we put that in the cart?
Oh yeah.
Sure.
I have it
Wonder-
grappled with my arms, I have it grappled with my legs, and I have it restrained with my body.
Oh, look, when
Oh,
it
what's
lasts.
the slowest thing? I'll turn it into like a slug or a snail or something.
How
Can't
long does
run
that
away.
last? Like a spell like that.
1 hour.
If you turn it into a slug or a snail on Athos, that's match. That's game.
This spell transforms a creature with at least one hit point that you can see within range into a new form. An unwilling creature must make a wisdom saving throw to avoid the effects.
Make it a
Duration.
snail and then you squish it.
Concentration up to 1 hour. It doesn't last very long.
Oh, we gotta restrain it.
Don't you have chains in your bag?
No. Why would
We're
I?
not slavers. Why would we keep chains?
I got rope. I mean, I got rope. We
everybody
can
has
tie
rope.
it up.
I mean, that's for like climbing and adventuring and shit.
I'm just saying. we
Chains are
can
pretty
use rope.
expensive in this world, man.
Oh yeah. Forgot metal's expensive.
How much would a metal cage cost to put this thing in?
A lot.
It's
could, out of
200
the-
times whatever the regular price of a cage is.
Make it out of obsidian. An obsidian cage.
We can put it in a bone cage.
So if it was like 20 gold, it would be 2,000 gold for a metal cage.
Yeah, big ass
Be a
bone.
bone cage. Yeah. A Mechalot bone cage.
I mean, maybe we can harvest the Mechalots that we killed earlier.
Yeah. You already did have the body sent back to town, so that's already set up. Mechalots make good armor, good shields.
I'm sure their rib cage would make a great cage.
It's a lot of heavy shit we're talking about.
Hey, we gotta make big moves like this. Are we done?
We're gonna send us
Yeah,
a
we're done.
train.
I've packed up the table. It's good.
Good night,
We're gonna
guys.
send
I'm gonna
us a
close the
train
stream.
and
Thanks
then
for watching.